natural. It's the
I'll
whole
take all of those things
without the mushiness.
Without
With some
the
tomato.
avocado.
That's called pico de gallo. That's pico de gallo.
They just want pico.
Yeah.
They just want the
Yes.
pico.
Give
That's
me
what
that kind. Because all of this other shit that y'all are doing are just fucking weird. I tried avocado and they was like, it don't taste like nothing. It's just good. It just don't taste like nothing. And I ate it and I was like, it just tastes like fucking bland ass mush.
Just so mad about it.
You guys ever had one of those fucking weeks and you're like, holy smokes, but you don't even remember if the week was bad or if it was just the day? Like, that's what I'm having. I don't know if the week was
or if
kind
it's just
you know
today.
what? The week was bad. The week was fucking bad. The week was
damn.
terrible. This week was fucking terrible.
You just decided.
Yeah,
Actually,
like
this
I
week was
really,
terrible.
I really had to put it like it is. This week was fucking terrible, and there's nothing I could even do or say about it. It is just terrible.
I'm sorry, friend. Well,
And
clearly-
I always
Want to change your name, Danielle?
I do, but I'm trying to get set up for live so that I could be red
Jill?
eye.
And then the camera wanted to just go straight on you while you took the bite. I'm really
Zoom just playing in your face.
I got 1 minute.
T minus 1 minute. All right.
Oh wait, you're already recording?
Oh yeah, she's already started recording.
I'm recording, but I'm not live.
Get your munch on, sis. Get your
I
munch
don't know, but like when we go live,
I'm just gonna hold my mic.
hoisin. These are hoisin, sesame, and like it's like a spicy hoisin sesame wing.
What is a hoisin?
It's a special Japanese.
It's like a sauce,
seasoning.
yeah. I've been messing around with wing flavors because.
Ooh, and you got wings, yo. You can't breathe.
Doing the most. Sorry.
I'm gonna just breathe because I want that.
When can you eat?
Whenever my tonsils decide they want to deflate just a tad. So
They want to deflate. They're all inflamed and shit. That's so sad.
No.
Do you have strep?
So it started off in strep. What it is bad tonsils. Let's just go.
No, because I also have
What
bad tonsils, so I get it.
What y'all be doing with y'all tonsils?
Y'all so nasty. My family ain't shit either, right? So they're like, "Oh, you got tonsillitis. What the hell was you doing in New Orleans?"
Exactly. Over here
Tonsillitis
letting
is-
somebody play with your tonsils. That's real funny.
Wow. So tonsillitis is a sexually transmitted disease?
Absolutely. If COVID is a sexually transmitted disease, so is
come on, man,
tonsillitis.
Jay. I feel like I want some shades. I don't
Get
know.
some with your throat.
Yeah, I know, right? I feel like it's only right with my throat. I need some shades. But
Throaty McThroatathon.
shut your face. Shut your whole face.
Why is it like that right now?
What? Tell me.
It's not all
Where
four
it's
of us.
Yeah, it's not all four of us on the screen.
There
It's
you
Oh, it
go.
was me.
How's
I
that
had to
now?
Switch it to gallery view. There we go. Come on, Brandy, with that. Yes, that hair, honey.
And Brandy, where was y'all going the other day? Fucking
They was
Alexia
beat for the
J
gods,
beat
honey.
the fuck out of y'all. I was like, God
Jesus.
damn.
No, she killed it.
Honey.
She's a sweetheart too. We had a photo shoot. I can't tell y'all what it's for.
Oh,
yet.
don't tell me. I just want to be so surprised about everything. I be like, yes, bitch, yes.
Well, me, I'm like, I want the inside scoop. Tell me the secret. Tell me the secret now.
Tell me.
Now we'll find out in like a week.
Okay, all right. I feel like I'm special. Like I shouldn't have to wait. This is crazy.
Oh shit, and we are streaming live.
Oh, that been happened, babe. That been
So with that said, welcome to another serving of Henny and Hotwings, where the show starts before the show actually starts.
I'm just gonna hold my mic stand today, guys. This is how I feel today.
If you're watching this right now and if you're tuned in, make sure that you guys are sharing this. Share it up so people can say what's going on. We got a very special guest on today.
Yes.
I might have to shit, I won't be able to. Oh yes.
No more drama.
No. Oh, sorry. Yes.
In this dancery, what are we saying? What are we saying, Mary?
Because I'm sitting here not giving myself time to be great, right?
I just want to say these glasses are giving me greatness. Like,
Thank you.
Right? Get into it.
Okay.
I got to get into it. And today, like I said, it's been a very, very long week. And I took like 3 pulls of weed and, I'm high. And I don't want none of y'all weed smokers to say shit about the fact that I'm a lightweight and that I can't even go through a whole blunt by myself. I'm still kind of like, all right, I got 7 in me today, 7 pulls, and I'm done. Okay.
We're right here. We're right here. I'm a 3-hit quitter. 3 hits.
And that's what I just did outside. I was like, I had a week, so I'm gonna go take 3. While Mo is like, it's my 3rd one.
3rd blunt.
Yes. I feel like I don't know.
I have a real high liquor tolerance though.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh,
I can drink most people under the table.
Oh boy.
My parents were in the military.
Got it.
Yeah.
It's in your blood. It's in your blood.
So before we get into any more talks of anything, hi guys, how are you doing? Introduce yourselves.
Well, we don't know who you're talking to, Glasses. We have no clue. Who are you?
Well, I'm saying, I gotta. Don't treat me like that.
Looking all fancy.
Jill Badu, who are you?
My name is Jill Badu.
By the way, you're looking real humble and
yeah, she's very humble today.
Very Seventh-day Adventist like today.
I feel like she's motherly nurturing today. She's nurture.
You look
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I tried to lay down my baby hairs.
Oh, let's see.
I thought I was okay, baby hairs. Okay.
Yo, I want to know what laying down the baby hairs means. What is that? I'm not motherly. I got my baby hairs on snatch. Like,
I thought I was doing something for live today. You know,
you've been very.
You've been giving us life.
You guys, continue introducing yourselves, and I will be.
Here we go. And I guess that's me. I'm Ms. Mofilla, sounding extra 1-900-ish today.
Nobody minds.
Life. No, I'm like, nobody's mad at it. Are you feeling soothed?
Absolutely.
And below is my boo cakes. This is fucking long overdue. Like, it's just so stupid how long we've been waiting to get Miss Brandy Blaze. Brandy Blaze in the goddamn building. Like,
I love when people like use my tag.
It's
so like
right.
People just randomly just call it out to get my attention, and I'll be like, yes, it's like the
That's
back
me.
I'm like, what do you need?
It's me. What do you need? I feel like you don't really need much of an introduction, but for those who are, like I say, living under a rock and don't know who you are, let the people know who Brandy Blaze is, my love.
I'm a rapper. I'm from Dorchester all day. Gang.
Dorchester.
Dorchester in the building. But, I can't leave out Roxbury because my mama from Roxbury. I'm like a 3rd generation Bostonian. So I'm like, for real.
I know that's right.
Blood come out green Bostonian.
Oh, that's real. Shit. Let me cut myself. No, I'm kidding.
And yeah, I just be rapping. I always get so awkward when people ask me to talk about myself because I'm just like,
I be rapping and stuff. I be doing stuff. She be making it seem like I just be rapping. No, this person here that you see down here is not the Brandy with an I that you see on stage, because it's something totally different. I'm totally different.
I know it's very Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
I'm here for it. It's very Virgo of you. You're a Virgo. You can't help it. You can't help it.
So what's your alter ego like?
Brandy Blaze is the worst. Like,
she's toxic. She's definitely Toxiana. Okay.
No. Like, chew you up, spit you out. Like, where the band's at, or get out my face.
Facts.
Me.
What I missed?
Wow. We were doing the Brandy intro. She's telling us about the duality of Brandy off stage versus Brandy on stage. Okay.
I'm a total sweetheart though, so I be feeling sad sometimes when people be like, I was too scared to come talk to you. And I'm like, but I'm so nice. And I'd be like, yeah, I would be scared too.
Listen, I got mad at a nigga, so I fucked his friend. Oh, okay, friendly. Hello.
Yo, that line, I'm going to put that on my tombstone.
On my tombstone.
On my life.
On the tombstone.
On my tombstone.
I'm getting it tatted on me because whenever I'm
getting tatted.
Whenever I'm feeling in my fuck girl shit, like on my Toxiana shit, that song. Tame is definitely my theme song. I say it to you all the time when I'm in my fuck girl mode. Like, it's time. The time is now.
Brandy with an I is very fuck niggerish.
Fuck niggerish.
Like,
Say
I'm not
what's
even
up.
gonna front. I'm not even gonna front. I think I'm just nicer about it.
Okay. I look at this age in life, I'm like, fuck being nice. I just want to be on some fuck girl shit.
Listen, you don't get to be our age and be like, listen, the last fuck was given at 29. I ain't got no more. I don't have no more.
But I don't understand where I keep finding the fucks. Because I be giving.
It's true.
I be finding myself every now and there giving a fuck, and I'm like, no.
How did I get here?
Yeah, what's happening?
Every now and again, they like sprout up like little dandelions. You just gotta like rip it out.
Yeah, like, oh my God, is that some fuck?
Yeah.
Is that some fucks growing
Oh my God, I think I'm feeling a little
As
fucky.
soon as you see them, you gotta yank them out.
Wean them out. This is crazy.
That doesn't make any sense. I don't over here.
It's always somebody. This time it's hot sauce.
It's me.
Sauce.
It's me.
I'm calling you out.
I'm trying to follow along in life, but
I'm sucking at that too. I forgot to even do that. Let me pull that up.
Oh, and then I still didn't even change. See how, like, let me tell y'all how I signed on this shit literally like about an hour ago.
Yeah, it was like 7 p.m.
Yeah. I was so ready for this day. Okay. I was like, I had a long week. Brandy's going to come with the energy. We're going to be out here doing the damn thing. It's hot in here right now, maybe because I ran a fucking 16 flights of steps and it hurts. But anyway.
Do it.
Yes. Do it. Have you ever fucked somebody's friend?
Yes.
She said it in the song. She don't lie.
This is the song. I did it.
Sometimes I'd be like, it's like damn, that's a good punchline. I'm gonna write that shit. It might inspire somebody else because not everything not everything you post or whatever. You see all those posts all the time. Yeah, you've seen all those posts be like, don't get confused with what I posted or something like shit. Like something like that.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, maybe it was
interpretation.
Yeah.
I did it. If I post it, it's facts. If I rap it, it's extra facts because I decided when I first started rapping, seriously, if I put it on a record, it gotta be real. So you'll never hear me talking about whipping a Ferrari. I got a Nissan.
whipping a Nissan.
Yeah.
I can't respect you if you capping in the song.
I was like something about, I'm whipping on these factories that I own. That's why you're mad.
Oh, the factory rims.
Because you're on the T. Because I have factory rims. But I was like, I own it.
Yep, but it's mine. It's mine shit.
It's mine.
But tell me about this one time when you fucked a friend
at band camp. Mm-hmm.
Oh my Mo.
Are we talking about it?
So what happened in that relationship to make you want to fuck somebody's friend? What do you do?
What is so crazy about that situation? It wasn't really intentional, which I know sounds insane.
No, it doesn't. Let me tell you, it does not sound insane at all.
It was just kind of I was
like hot sauce can relate. Wait a minute.
Obviously, liquor was involved.
Of course.
And things happened.
Of course.
And then afterwards, I was like, well, I'm not even mad because I'm like, you know what? You be kind of stunting on me a little bit, in the streets. Mm-hmm. And when you dealing with somebody fine like me, I'm like, yo, if you're not loudly proclaiming it, guess what? The next one will. The next one was his friend. Oh, well.
Let me write that down.
Better learn.
Okay, we're gonna drop gems from early. So let me
drop the gems. Get your pen and paper.
Okay. You're gonna hide all of this, okay? Unless I want to be hidden.
Sometimes I be hidden. No,
I'm gonna start Jada. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. Boom. We'll get into that later. We'll get into that.
Entanglements.
Entangled. That's what I was like. We gonna get real entangled with Brandy tonight. So that's where we are today.
I like that word. I really like that word.
I do too.
There, we were entangled for a little bit. That's all.
We was giving Future so much hell. Jada came from about 8 million miles behind and was like, fuck all this shit about Future. I'm taking the toxic crown, bitch. I don't give a shit.
Yo.
Shout out to you, Jada.
But I am grateful for the entanglement terms because it really helps me be a fuckboy. Now I have
you gotta learn for it now.
To be a fuck nigga. It's just new terms that I could use. I've found myself saying things that sound really fuckboyish.
Entangle-ish. Mm-hmm.
And I'll think about it later and I'll be like, why did I say that? That sounded awful.
I mean, let's explore that. Have you ever just been sitting down and be like, oh, I'm such a fuck girl. Like, that's so bad. I'm such a that. Like, I am such the nigga that I don't want to date. Like, every now and then I have, it really depends on the person too, because you could have somebody that you legit, like, only answer when you feel like it. You be leaving them on red for, like, 4 days and be like, oh my God, I meant to text you back. I'm just
saying this.
I forgot to press send. Oh my God.
Yo, sometimes I like genuinely get busy, and I feel like the people that I deal with that know that I'm genuinely busy, I actually do get back to them. And then I feel bad, you know what I mean? I'm like, damn, I really didn't mean to ignore you. Then there's other people where I'm like, 2 months later, what up, big head? Like,
no explanation either. Like,
no, like,
what up?
Yo, I mean, like, you come over.
I've been at work. They be like, for 2 months straight? Yes.
You've been at work all that time?
Yep.
Yes. I live there.
This is my job. That's what I do.
And they took my phone. I couldn't find it.
You know I can't use my phone on the clock now. If I've been on the clock for 2 months, what you want? They be like, we seen you on Instagram. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I schedule my posts.
You say that's my publicist. That was my publicist. That's what you say. That was my publicist. All right. Don't worry about what I'm doing.
Right. Shout out to Amanda J. Like,
yes, Amanda.
I mean, we gotta have Amanda back on the show soon too. The last time she was on, what the fuck did we talk about? She was on there with Tori Basage, and that was a wild ass.
Yeah, we were talking about like threesomes and open relationships.
I feel like anything with Tori's crazy. Are you kidding me? Wow.
Speaking of open relationships, let's just deal with the elephant in the room.
Let's jump in.
What did Jada do wrong?
I don't think Jada did anything wrong, quite frankly. I think
are we biased because Jada's a woman?
Nope.
No. I think the
guys
only
been doing
thing
this shit
she did wrong was fucking somebody that young.
That's me too.
I agree with
and
that.
If he had been like 29, I wouldn't have had nothing to say about it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I agree with that.
That's literally my only issue.
He was like 22, right?
Like 21 years old. That's a baby.
No. That, I mean, ain't one of her kids that age?
Yeah.
He was introduced to him by Jada. So I'm like, if you get introduced to someone by your teenage son, that ain't it. Yeah. That ain't it. And that's literally my only issue with it. Anything else, I'm like, sis, do you?
But can I say that it might be a little easy to get entangled with August? You know,
I seen that print.
No.
Let's just be honest here. We've all seen the print.
Oh, he's beautiful. He's beautiful.
From head to toe, he's a little work of art. I would probably lick him, but because he's the same age as my son, I can't lick him. You know, so I'm like, okay, fine. But nah, Jada needs to chill because the same thing with R. Kelly. We know that R. Kelly likes to deal with. Okay, let's give R. Kelly. I'm not gonna give R. Kelly the benefit of the doubt.
Fuck him. That's
no.
But R. Kelly has been known to date older children as well. Like 21 years old as a 52-year-old man. So, you know, like if we're going to condemn him for dealing with 21-year-old girls, we've got to keep the same energy when we're
1,
dealing with Jada.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
But I think the issue with R. Kelly was he was taking it to 17. I think that was more the issue.
I mean, he was 15, 15, 16, but then once
15, 14,
like,
you know.
After, you know, he went on trial, then it was like, oh, let me get you right at 18. And that's like
that's still
gross.
And I mean, I agree 1000%. I said the same thing. I feel like Jada should not be off the hook. Like, I honestly feel like she was an older woman. And of course, any man that's young in that age is going to say, oh, he wasn't taken advantage of, but he was 1000%.
And especially because he was dealing with a lot of mental issues at the time too. That's another big factor that, he's not only a child whose frontal lobe has not completely matured yet, but he's also dealing with a lot of trauma and mental illness and depression and all that other shit that we all know is just not something not cool. And mental illness is something.
You think she preyed on him?
I don't think she preyed on him. I think she might have taken advantage of a situation.
Yeah, because if you hear an
explanation, could the argument be made though that she too was dealing with her own turmoil, and you know that was what kind of pulled her into this entanglement? And
because misery likes company. So
but did you hear her explanation? Her explanation was, "Oh, I was hurting, and instead of fixing me, I wanted to fix everybody around me. So that's why."
But you don't fix people with pussy. Let's be real.
I have known to fix a lot of people with pussy.
Wow.
I'm just saying, I'm only going to speak for myself. I don't know about y'all, but I can heal somebody with some pussy.
I can fuck you up more.
Yeah, exactly. I'm more than life
I can
with
ruin
this
your
situation.
I don't feel like Jada is alone in that toxic trait. I think
No, I agree.
A common female toxic trait in the sense that like we're super codependent. We love nurturing people, and then if your primary partner is kind of, you're not in a good space and you're not able to pour into them, you're looking for the next vessel that you can pour into so that you inward. You know what I'm saying? Like that's at the root of it. And I think I can honestly attest and say that like
I've been guilty of it 1000%.
I've been guilty of that.
And let's also be more honest. If a little boy is 22-year-old and you're feeling all vulnerable and stuff, and he's sitting next to you and he's a nice friend and he's put his dick on your lap, you're like, oh,
wow.
You know, like, and it could have.
No. I'd be like, where's your father or your grandfather?
But remember, he was dealing with them for a long time, the whole family as a whole. Like, he was a part of them. They were bonding and everything like that. And when Jada broke, when they separated, but maybe it was I don't think maybe they looked at him as a brother. You know, like as one of the youth. Maybe he was just their friend that they were helping, and they felt like he was an adult, so they was helping this adult. And then one time you're sitting on the couch watching The Lion King, and Mufasa just dies.
Why the Lion King? Why the Lion King?
That's not making sense.
Why the Lion King?
This is super specific.
He said Mufasa died, and you know you getting your feelings, and then the dick come out, and then
it lands on your lap.
No.
All horrible circumstances.
So I mean, you know, but that's I'm with Brandy on that. Like, I really do feel like her, or both of you guys, everybody. I don't know that she that, you know, I think that her only real fault is that she was dealing with a child. If he was an adult figure, if he was a complete adult, he would have just fell in the trap of being a side piece that went wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what age would we have been comfortable if he was? You said 29.
Oh, that was my example, but your frontal lobe stops developing at like 25.
Yeah,
26.
so I would probably be in the 30 category.
26,
yeah.
You know, I
still think that 26.
If you're 70 dealing with a 26-year-old, I'm like, Gramps, what's wrong with you?
Yeah,
like,
you got problems.
To me, sometimes it's not so much about the gap. It's more about where's the younger person at.
Yeah.
Where's the younger person at? Because that really does matter. Like, I was like 20 years old when I met my ex and he was 37. It was messed up. Like, it was a lot of issues. Like, I still have a lot of love for him as a person, but at my age now, I'm able to look back
and see that like, he preyed on you.
Not okay. That
was not okay.
I was 3 weeks older than his child. Like that, and that wasn't okay, you know, but I'm able to look back at that now and be like, no, that wasn't okay. And I wouldn't want that for my child.
Yeah.
I didn't want that for me either.
Yeah.
But you know, these fellas be out here like, high five, you did that. Shout
right,
out to you.
exactly. So he had to look back, but it was really much about control.
Yeah.
And I dealt with, you know, those things of him being like controlling.
Yeah.
Because he was practically your father.
Pretty much.
Yeah, because he was literally old enough to be my father.
Goddamn, I will fuck him up, okay?
Right. I'm fighting him right now. Pull up.
Pull up. Get your bitch ass. So what do you have going on? I'll just keep on going in. What do you have going on with your life right now? You just was it just last year? Not even a whole last year. You dropped your latest album. That was dope. I went to your album release. That was awesome.
Yes, it was lit.
It was
we could go outside.
I miss those days.
Back in the day when we could go outside. I miss outside.
I have to drag hot sauce outside. It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
No.
I'm in a creative space right now. I was really blessed to be a lab grant recipient.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So that was really a huge, huge blessing. Shout out to the Boston Foundation. Wasn't nobody more shocked than me.
Oh, y'all really gonna give me this money?
Me?
Oh,
right. I was like, what?
I'll take that.
Have y'all heard what I do?
Have you heard my music?
They're amazing over there, and everyone over at the Boston Foundation has shown me like nothing but love and support and just riding super hard for me. So I appreciate all of them. So right now, I'm in album mode.
Yes.
That's good.
Come on, I'm excited.
I've always wanted to ask these things. Well, obviously, you're the first. You're the first female artist.
No.
Did you have Dutch on before? Did you have Dutch? No.
Dutch was on, but she was more of a side guest because she came with Nerissa. I think you might be one of the first.
You might be our first.
And that's really dope.
Yes.
What's it? I mean, the obvious questions that people probably ask you all the time. What's it like being a female and working in this industry? And meaning this industry for people they know it now, but like entertainment has always had a really kind of sick stigma for women. Have you experienced that?
Absolutely. It's been hard. There are definitely times where I wanted to quit. I'm super grateful that I didn't. But it's been hard, but also, the other side of that is that I got a lot of love and I got a lot of support. And I really tried to kind of just focus on that instead. Yeah. Because if I focus on all the people that don't believe in me or don't see it for me, I won't get out the bed. Honestly, it's depressing. It's depressing to be like, there's people that are like, I don't want to fuck with you or listen to your music because of the way that you look or your gender or your orientation. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, if the music is fire, to me, that's all that matters. But, unfortunately for a lot of people, that's not what matters. But like I said, I try to focus on the people. Like, there's people that are like, I don't want to listen to a fat female rapper. Well, guess what? There's a lot of people that want to listen to me because I'm a fat female rapper. So I try to just focus on that instead. And the love that I get out of here is just so incredible in the community that we have, especially amongst female and queer and non-binary artists. Is like incredible. And I don't know if I would have gotten this far or continued if I didn't really find that community like amongst us. Because it's so important.
As a BBW, what was it like to learn how to love yourself in that way? Like there's already a negative stigma off rip. Like all as soon as somebody gets mad at you, that's the first thing they say.
First thing they want to out.
How did you learn to get over that? Like, get over that so you could be like, bitch, I'm big, I'm fly, I'm beautiful, fuck you and your mom, and I'll fuck your cousin and your best friend. How did you get over that?
I really had no choice. Like, I've been a big, tall girl my entire life. I've never been skinny. I've never been short. So
how tall are you?
I'm 5'9".
Me too.
My doctor says I'm 5'10", but they're a whole lie. So
I want Hot Sauce to get out that Me Too category, please.
Y'all runs out here like, no, don't shave me up don't give me my inch, nigga. Give me my half an inch.
I'd be like, you can keep it. If my license is 5'9", I'm 5'9". Anyway, I was also really, really blessed with the family that I have. I know that a lot of like big people unfortunately have like really fat phobic family, and that's like their first bullies. I really never had that experience, even though on my mom's side I'm the tallest. Everyone is except for my aunt, but I'm still taller than her. But literally I'm taller than everyone and I'm bigger than everyone. Most of the people on my mom's side are really short, slim, petite. But they never made me feel like an outsider. They never made me feel bad about it. They always like uplifted me and told me I was beautiful. So I really didn't get that reality of like, oh, people don't like fat people until I went to school.
And kids fucking suck.
The worst.
Right. So I really just didn't have that experience until school. But I still was able to come home and be like grounded and like, yo, my family always told me I was beautiful and I was special and I could do anything that I wanted to do. Like my mom is my stylist. And
it's so dope.
The reason she's my stylist is because, back in the day when I was a kid and a teenager, plus size clothes were terrible. It was like someone's grandmother or you had to dress like a nigga.
Exactly.
I'm already a little bit of a tomboy, but still, I like to, still
Glam it
pop
up.
out.
Yes.
So my mom
Pop
had to
out.
be creative, which was like, she was very much like, yo, you want it? I'll make it for you. What you want? You know what I mean? So she made sure I was fly all the time at all points. You know what I mean? And that really helped build me up a lot. So when I got into the industry and I got that pushback, to me, it was like, yo, it just reminded me a little bit of being in elementary school. And it's like, grow the fuck up. Like,
stop being so childish.
Like, plenty of people love all of this. And the biggest people that troll me, or the biggest people that be out in the city and being like, they don't believe in me, be the same people that be in my DMs.
You better preach. You better preach. Closet
Tell
chubby
what
chasers.
it is, boo.
Closet chubby chasers.
You motherfuckers.
It don't faze me at all. Like I had to really get a tougher skin, because I think at first it was a little shocking, because it was like, bro, I ain't been bullied in like 10 years. What is happening?
What is happening? I got past
Why are you
this.
saying that? That's so dumb.
But I got over it, and like I said, like I just have like amazing friends, and I have beautiful people like you guys that believe in me and support me. So why would I get hung up on somebody that don't see it for me because I'm fat? Like, get the hell over it before I fuck your father.
Ooh, tell him.
I just said cousin, but she's gonna fuck your father.
We gotta go straight for the jugular.
I go for fathers.
Yeah.
I'm the person that created you.
I want your pension.
Fuckboy senior.
Not the pension.
I need the pension. All right.
That's why you're gonna start calling me mom.
Exactly. I feel like there's nothing better than that. I'm like, how can
I mean, that's why I be like, fuck around, I'll be your stepmother.
Yeah, exactly. I'm your whole stepmother. Have some respect.
Okay. Respect your mama. Stop
Respect
it.
your mother. Speaking of respecting and fucking, what is your orientation?
I'm queer, but I'm fine with pansexual or bisexual. I really don't have a preference for titles. I used to kind of like go back and forth, like, there is like a little bit of a difference between pansexual and bisexual, but so that's
tell me, educate me. What is the difference between pansexual and bisexual?
From what I understand, because I'm a Virgo, so I be researching. Bisexual is more binary. And pansexual is more just like, yo, if I get the vibe, I don't really care.
So bisexual is like either a man or a woman.
It's just like anyone can really get it if you got the vibe. You know what I mean?
I see. In my head, that's how I feel. Like anybody can get it.
Here we go. Why do we have to do this every single time?
I'm just saying in my head. Y'all know I'm the
not even in your head.
I'm the heteroist. My hands are lesbians.
Your hands are lesbians. Did we even hear this statement?
Yes.
Wait, what does that mean?
Okay, maybe they're bisexual.
Okay.
Maybe they're bi-curious.
I'm walking with you.
But I like to touch.
Like, do you just like to grab a titty sometimes?
I do. I grab titties. I grab ass. I might even squeeze your front with the pants on. Like it depends. If I see it and it's poking out, I might poke it. Like
you're just a weirdo.
Just a creep.
All of this sounds like bi-curious, if you ask me.
I'm definitely like, if people were to like really dig deep, they'd be like, "Yep, hot sauce is the one who sexually harassed me that time at the club. She like poked my poops," and I'm like, "Sorry."
What? I'm sorry, I poked your poops. I can't.
Sometimes I just like, oh my God, wow. Sorry, my bad.
We're gonna call your hands bi-curious. I don't think we should go all the way lesbian with it. They might.
Yeah.
But like, titties are amazing.
They are. They're fun.
Aren't titties amazing? I'm just so sad I wasn't blessed with more of them, but I do feel like they are amazing.
No, like I have too much, and it's a hassle.
What size are they?
I'm a G.
Ooh. She's a G. Boom. Boom. You sure are a G. You got it.
I was like, I've seen them in person. I ain't been in my house. I've seen them out here like, hello. They 3D. I'm just 4D.
I just be so sad because if I put my little tiny ass bra next to yours, I'd be like, so I'm wearing a training bra. Okay, cool.
You're childish. You're mad childish.
Use a hat.
Yes, a hat. You could definitely
I have to run out of my house
on your head.
If I ever come to your house, you'll be like, I didn't mean it for real, hot sauce. Don't wear my bras. Come on.
Because hot sauce is gonna do it.
Just bring an extra bra in my bag.
Like
you want to try it on?
Oh, I got a lace one on today. It's Cute. Are you involved?
Are you entangled with anyone?
Are you entangled?
No, I'm single. I've been single for a really long time. I'm single 7 years.
Oh, me too. Well, I'm an 8 girl.
So I'll be 8 next year. I just, I haven't met anyone that makes me want to not be single, put it like that. I haven't met anyone that makes me be like, I'm a workaholic. Mm-hmm. So I'll meet people that I really vibe with and I like, but I have to be honest and be like, yo, my career is really my passion. Yeah. And I dedicate everything to my career. And I don't think it's really fair for me at this point to really involve someone in that, because I don't have the time to dedicate to them, and that's not fair.
Is that only because you haven't found someone that you are interested in letting in that way? Or like if you found somebody that was mad dope, would you still have that same speech like, I don't have time?
Yeah, I would, because I know myself. If I met someone that I was like, yo, like I really, really fuck with you, I feel like I might lack on my pimping with my career. And like, I'm at a position.
You want to be laid up all day?
What'd you say?
You just want to be laid up all day?
Yo, like, and I listen, I really am that type where I do like to be like laid up all day, like cuddled up, and I'd be like, I can't do that right now, and I don't want to like lose focus. So they could be the dopest person, I'll fuck you, but like,
That's fair. That's fair.
That's all I can offer right now.
And we didn't do this earlier, but since we're talking about relationship status, let's do a little check-in.
Oh boy.
We'll start with you. I started with Mo last time, so I'm going to start with Joe Badu this time. How's it going?
It's going.
Oh
shit. That was totally different from last week. Totally different.
What a difference a week makes.
I know. What's wrong? What's happening?
I think I've said it before on the show, man. Like, my relationship work ethic, it's trash. Like,
basura.
It's so fucking basura. Like, at the end of the day, anytime things get a little bit challenging, I'm kind of like, I don't need to do this. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? So, it's so dumb. I don't want to work. I don't want to like have conversations. I don't want to communicate. I don't want to do any of it. If I'm being completely transparent,
that's what we're here for.
I don't want to do the work that would require to, succeed
in a relationship.
I felt that in my spirit, though.
It's
real.
It's so real. I mean, I think like when you're single, it's kind of like you romanticize how great being in a relationship is. But then like once you're in one, it's kind of like, damn, I forgot how much work this shit is. It's so much work, man. Like,
it sounded good.
Communication thing. You gotta say words. And like
you gotta say words.
You gotta use language. Somebody gotta know where you at.
It's like, come on, like you gotta give the fucks. And it's just like, I don't want to give them. I don't have them. And I'm tired.
Damn.
I'm so tired. Like, I wish this motherfucker would just bow out so that I don't feel bad about, my desire to.
Like, I wish you would just leave me.
Yo. Jill, I just would like to say you were setting us back, sis. All right. We started off this series talking about how we're looking, we're open, we're ready for love.
The grass is always greener on the other side. We always want what we don't have. But like, I'm so serious, y'all. Like, I'm so lazy. I'm so lazy. I don't have the work ethic that it requires for
That's real.
To be committed, to just be out here working at it day after day and just going for it. Why?
Sounds like entrepreneurship. That sounds sucky.
And her whole face.
It's so labor intensive. I don't want to do it. I'm tired.
No, I cannot.
So tired.
Okay, so there we.
That's my update.
That's where Jill is. Jesus.
I don't even know where to go with
Where
that.
do you go with that?
That's how you feel.
Jill said, fuck it. I don't even want the relationships anymore. I'm done.
I'm all set.
Been there, done that. Got the receipt. I'm done.
We good. Mo?
Well, I'm not quite there where Jill is at. I'm not ready to throw in the towel just yet. I'm not ready. No, I'm in a space where I have to kind of reevaluate some shit. So I've been going at the dating scene. I've been real toxic about it, quite frankly. I'll call my own shit. I've been a toxiana in these streets, okay? And if I'm looking for something serious, I gotta stop putting out toxiana vibes. You feel me? So I'm taking the moment to kind of step back, figure out exactly, because we always talk about, Joe, we always talk about what we want and what we're looking for. But then when we get it, we're like, oh my God, this is so aggravating. So I'm really trying to sit with myself to be like, all right, Mo, do you want a relationship? Number one, if you want a relationship, what does it need to look like for you in order for it to work? Number two, you know what I mean? Like really doing the work for myself so that when I put my energy out there, it's not wasted. I'm tired of wasting my damn energy.
It's so much energy being wasted. I mean, basically what the both of you guys said. Internet dating, you're still going good with it, Mo? Or you slowed down?
Although I jumped from OkCupid. OkCupid can kiss my ass at this point.
Fact.
Fuck them.
OkCupid,
Fuck them.
they need to fucking monitor people and filter out the catfishes.
Wait, can I tell you I'm traumatized for you though, sis? Because there was this fine ass, here we go, 6'6", mother sucker coming in my DMs on the OkCupid. And I said, you're a catfish. You're not gonna do me like this. And he got offended, like literally sent me his Instagram and all of that. And I'm like, I don't care.
That don't mean shit.
A catfish. I don't care. It probably was the same dude.
It probably was the same dude.
Yep, using another friend.
And he probably found you some way by tracking you down through this show because we know that this motherfucker be watching it.
Listen.
God damn it.
So I never want to speak about him again. I don't want to give him.
Yeah, we're not giving too much
any more airtime. I hate him.
As well as I hate him as well.
But so I moved. I was saying that because I moved over to BLK, and I'm here for BLK.
BLK, I can't see how tall niggas are, and that is a no.
Oh, it's uncomfortable. You just never know. You're playing high.
Y'all don't ask that. I'm asking.
Yo, I don't care about
ask. You don't care about that?
I can't be with somebody that's 5'5". That's like
I'm
that's 5'9".
I stopped giving a fuck about height a long time ago.
I know, sis. I'm 5'8".
Short niggas be having the biggest ones.
Oh yeah, Polly Pockets. I call him. I told you about.
Oh yeah.
Told you about him, Polly Pockets.
That is not nice.
It's not, no, I don't mean that in a bad way. I want to put him in my pocket and take him home with me. You understand me?
I'd rather him just not have one if he's gonna be that good.
Wow.
He's the same as me.
He can't even have a penis because he's short. This is out of control.
No, he doesn't need to have one.
So,
nah, they be having some extra because they got.
And that's another thing. Who want to deal with all of that extra? Like you and your your dick is bigger than you, nigga. Relax with your big dick and your little self.
We clearly do not want anybody in this life. We be like, I want all this love, but nope. Don't be short. Don't have a big dick. Don't be fine. Like, nope.
Don't be fine.
Like, wait a minute.
Don't be breathing.
Don't be alive. Like, what are we doing here? What is happening?
I'm literally like right there between you and Jill. After our last couple of weeks fiasco, I am literally like, you know what? I'm sitting here, single, building my empire, because it's one of those situations where you're like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm going to marry my business and that's all I'm going to do. Like, I'm going to take care of my son and it's going to be me and my son and my business because that's what we do and that's who we are. Like that kind of vibe. Because I really don't have the strength. But if I may ask you guys a question.
Here it comes.
Well, I have to ask Jill a question first. May I please discuss what we discussed prior to your attitude problem?
Nope.
Well, there's your answer.
Well,
I'll work my way around it. Do you guys feel like there's a difference between being like what does being in love mean to you guys?
Ooh, that's real.
Like actually being in love. What does that look like? What does that, if you were to describe it, what does being in love mean?
For me,
Like
all of you guys. Yeah, all of you. We'll start with Brandy.
Yes,
that's why I said in a healthy way.
Yes, a healthy love, my love. A healthy love.
I have no idea what that is.
Toxiana, that's her new name. Toxiana.
It's not even me with the dysfunction. It's not even me with the dysfunction.
It's not me. I did not do it.
Like, perfect example. I met somebody like a couple months ago, and I was like, oh, this could be it, right? Everything was like amazing and beautiful. I was like, yo, this could be it. And it went to shit so fast. Like, it was like a water slide. Like,
how long were you in that before you realized that it was like
it was like 2 months.
Ooh, okay. And you
Usually
thought that
they act at least well for 6 months.
Yeah.
You're
you
right.
thought you were in love?
Like 2
you thought
months.
you were actually in love?
No. I thought that they were like the first person I really had like a really strong connection with. And I was like, this could potentially like be something. Cause I go through these cycles where I want to be booed up and I'll be on BLOK for like 2 days. And then I'll be like, fuck this shit. Like, what was I thinking?
I'm not ready for this.
Like, oh my God, this is the worst. No, for me, like when I know that I'm in love, it's like I want to be in their space. I want to be around them, and I want to talk to them because I'm an only child. I'm very much a loner, so I don't like dealing with people. But it's that. But I also find myself wanting to do things for them and be like, yo, I want to, do nice things for you and care for you and love you. And to me, it's like a really like deep feeling that's really hard to describe.
Do you feel like you can get into that quick? Do you think there's a time frame of when you can fall in love, or can it be instantaneously? I'm
a slow person. It usually takes me about a year.
Oh, to fall in love?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Really?
I'm really slow with it. Because I'm really trigger shy, because I'm just like, when you deal with like a lot of hurt. Yeah. And even when I was like dealing with like, when I was in my past 2 relationships, and, it still took time for me to get to that point. But it would usually always be something where I just kind of like, it was like the light bulb, bloop, I'm in love. You know what I mean? And it was always like months and months after. Like, you can't like put it like this, like it really takes time and effort. Like, you can't digmatize me. Like, you can, but I won't fall in love with you because of that.
Okay.
So what changes when that light bulb went off? What was different?
I think it was just like, I felt like they were such a complete part of my life. Like, when I think of my life, I think of my career, I think of my family, I think of my friends. That's what really completes me and makes me have like a really fulfilled life. So I think when they like that 4th, box, like
element,
up, and it's like, yo, this completes my life, then that's how I know. Because other than that, I'd be like, I could take or leave you.
I don't need this shit. Yeah.
Right. I'm real. Oh, look, my friend. No. Every time I be like, I like someone. Oh my God, it's amazing. I really like them. And it'd be 2 weeks later, and they'd be like, oh, what's up with so-and-so? I'd be like, who?
That's Jill.
Okay.
Because one thing will set me off. When I'm turned off, we're done here. Once I'm done, I'm done. We're done.
Mo, this is why I fucks with you in a very long way. I loved you fucking long time, and I'm glad you ate that just now, because that is Jill motherfucking Badu.
All day long.
Jill, I love you. I feel you.
I feel you. She go right in, and then it's just like, I don't want to do this shit. I hate this shit. I hate everybody. I'll fuck everybody up. One time he's dead to me. I hate him.
I was dealing with somebody, and I think I was like a week and a half later, and my friends were like, oh, what happened? I was like, I don't like the way you text.
No.
Because I didn't.
It'd be like that.
Terrible. Anybody that texts me knows my punctuation
and you're a Virgo. Don't do that.
Your vocabulary is on point. So you're not going to be sitting up here and having me decipher your messages. I was like, next. No. No. We're not doing this.
Here I am with my Cancer, all romantical ass. I'm so canceristic with my life.
Tell me, Mo, what is your what is
somebody I love
being in
them.
love?
I've told somebody I loved them within 2 weeks of knowing them, and that's real shit. And I meant it. It wasn't just some infatuation. Like,
you Cancer ass nigga.
I'm a Cancer ass motherfucker. You understand me? But no, like I told somebody within 2 weeks because I felt it. It was 1000% very real, and still love that person to this day. But it was just, for me, I try not to put time restraints or try not to put my traumas on my feelings, because a lot of times we'll miss out on a lot of great stuff because we're worried about getting hurt or we're worried about what could potentially happen. So I've lived my life like just live in the moment. And if you get hurt, fuck it. That's just another story to tell. But I'm not going to hold back. So yeah, for like that person for 2 weeks, like it wasn't.
For those 2 weeks?
No, it wasn't.
It's real.
It was
It's
fucking
super
real. I'm dead ass serious, and y'all can laugh, but the shit was real.
Isn't there a difference between being in love and being infatuated with someone? Like it's almost the same type of feeling, but I feel like in love kind of goes with what Brandy was saying. Like you can see this person in every part of your life, and you okay with bringing them apart, you bringing them in, and actually having them be there and going through the bullshit that it goes to be with them. So I don't necessarily feel like in 2 weeks, like, yeah, damn, I really fuck with this person. I really love them. But are you really in love with them? If the next week you can be all like, oh, no.
So I'm not that person. I'm not Jill. I'm not Brandy. I can't just be like, oh, nope, I don't like you anymore. I'm done. Forget it. Unless I never really was really fucking with you to begin with. So you have to really make an imprint on me for 2 weeks for me to be like, fuck, I love you. Shit. So once I tell you I love you, I'm kind of the opposite. I'm kind of clingy. I don't know how to let go. But in that aspect, the reason why I know I'm in love with them is because not only am I wanting to be around them, all that infatuation stuff, but I'm so intrigued about them as an individual, not the role that they'll play in my life, but I'm so intrigued about you. Like, I just want to know so much about you. You know what I mean? It's good, bad, and different, not just what you're going to be to me, but who you are as a person. I'm a Cancer. Let me live. All right.
A little pause. What the fuck is Sham doing in these comments?
She's going out of control. She's out of control.
Why
Sham is talking about fuck love. Love is a joke. She's just all over the place.
Probably reading me for Phil.
She told me my voice. She can hear the pain in my voice.
Yeah,
she's very disrespectful.
Let me tell you, Sham is for the last 2 days. Sham has been out of control. Okay, I mean literally out of control. She's hurting my stomach. Okay,
so out of control. But no, I mean,
yeah.
No, I was just gonna say, I get both sides though, because I can understand. I've been in places where I'm like, fuck love, kill yourself.
Kill yourself.
I don't have the energy.
I don't want to.
Jill, but
Jill Badu.
Well, we know Jill's answer already.
I mean, everybody apparently already knew me and what I be doing out here in these, streets.
I'm going to throw Mo under the bus, and I'm going to say, let the record reflect that it was not me.
Wow.
This record is so shady, bro. You be thinking like niggas got your back.
Damn, how we go from I fucks with you the long way to under the bus, right under the bus. Here you go. There you go.
Because I stay getting blamed for calling niggas out, and I was just like, I didn't want to do it, but I knew it was gonna come out. Okay, good. Thank you.
Listen, I'll say this. All right. The Libra in me loves love. Like I really do love. I love the idea of being in love. I love everyone. I love the people. I love to love on people. And so sometimes, I get a little carried away. But thing is, my love for love does not match my work ethic for love. That is where the disconnect is. It's my heart. My heart is so in the right place. It's the work ethic. I don't have the spirit.
I think that when the person comes around, I don't want the spirit.
I'm also drunk, so I apologize.
I don't like the spirit. do I have this?
Like to pieces. Be my friend.
Be my best friend.
Absolutely. Seriously.
I just feel like when you're in love or when you truly love someone in that in love phase, that you maybe your work ethic is bad, but you're like, you know what? Fuck this shit. This nigga is the one. He's the only one. I'm gonna work this through. I love him like that I'm willing to legitimately deal with the bullshit. And like, as long as it's not abusive or toxic or whatever, you know, like there are little things that we have decided that that's what we want to happen in our relationship. And maybe it's a compromise type of issue. I think that if you're not willing to work over those little, you know, basic ass compromises, then you might not be so in love the way you wanted to. When I do this to my glasses, it's so.
But here's the thing, though. Riddle me this.
Riddle me this, Batman. Riddle me this. Riddle me this.
So, okay, right? So what if you really do love the person to pieces, but
you love them to pieces?
Pieces.
That's not even real. That's not even real.
Literally to pieces. You love them to pieces, but the reality is that you suck, right? You're the problem.
You're hurting my uterus.
The realness.
A uterus is hurting me.
Let's read me for Phil. Let's read me.
Is that how you feel? You just and is that how you feel too, Brandy? Like you just
You just know
I'm the worst.
The worst.
I am. I'm an only child. I'm a brat. Like I know all my bad qualities, and I think that comes from me being a Virgo, which is just like, yo, I'm just really honest. So I'd be like, I know my bad qualities. So if you're signing up for this, please know exactly what you're signing up for, which is I'm a workaholic. I'm terrible. I'm a brat. I'm spoiled.
I'm not going to work at all towards this.
My love language is gifts. I'm the fucking words. Like,
what's a couple of your, I mean, you just said a lot of them. What are a couple of your toxic traits?
I cut people off very, very easily.
Easy.
That's
work. Like, come on.
I developed older because when I was younger, I was the exact opposite, which is I would hold on to people way too long. Mm-hmm. So I think just kind of reactionary, I went too far in the other direction. I don't really know. I'm still trying to figure out how to get in the middle of that, but it's a work in progress, because like I said, I cut somebody off because I didn't like the way they text.
That's like, very mean. That was very mean, Brandy.
You know what I mean?
Like, that makes sense to me. That speaks to my spirit. I get that.
Exactly. Me and Mo was like,
like that.
It could have been a teaching moment, guys.
No. I'm at 30 something years old. I should not have to teach you about homophones. Come on, man. Stop it.
Come on now. Verbiage, like verbs, adjectives, and nouns.
What is homophobe?
Text, I'm done.
Not homophobe. That is not what she said.
No,
she did
not
not say homophobe
what
at
did
all.
she say? I'm like, what a homophobe got to do with language?
We're gonna do a grammar. I don't understand.
I don't get the connection.
Really spoiled. Like, I want attention when I want it, but I will not give you attention when you want it.
Oh.
I want it when I want it, and then leave me the fuck alone, which is awful.
That is awful. I'm gonna call you out.
This is what I'm saying.
Brandy, that's pretty awful.
Still on like the work ethic, because it's like I want to work on it when I want to work on it, and then I want you to leave me alone.
Oh.
And that's it.
Well, Brandy, you super toxic.
Like, we can be made up for a weekend and then don't talk to me for 2 weeks, and I'm fine with that.
So you're pretty much all the exes that ever broke my heart. Thank you, Brandy. Like,
exactly.
Literally.
Triggered.
Oh, listen, you are a beautiful person. I would treat you right.
You gonna treat me right?
Brandy, I don't
fucking get rid of my fuck nigga ways for you.
Brandy, I don't trust you.
I would do that. I would do that for the right person.
That's what all the Toxiana say.
I already
That's what all the Toxiana say.
I don't trust it. Y'all stay away from this one. She's terrible.
Then 2 weeks later, she'd be like, Mo sent me a "UR" text instead of without the apostrophe. Fuck Mo.
No,
like,
I'm not that bad, because you're super smart and college educated, so I know you know how to
You're
write.
super smart. You just graduated, girl. You mad smart.
And like make the corrections and send it back.
Just here we go, babe. Just fix this
Like,
next
here, I
time.
fixed it for you, babe.
I used to cuss.
Put
she
red
love
marker
me,
to
love
it.
me.
Let me fix that for you.
I was just thinking about that today. Like, motherfuckers be like, I'm not even gonna argue with a bitch who don't even use grammar. And I was like, yeah, fuck you, because y'all be arguing with me anyway. So suck my dick. Suck my dick. Correct these. If you can understand it. They be mad memes and stuff, missing mad letters, and niggas can decipher it. All of a sudden, you can't decipher between my your, and your. Fuck you. Mo, what are some of your toxic traits?
Oh boy, here we go. I'm jealous. I'm not gonna front.
Really?
As open as I am, I'm a jealous individual because I have to be okay with what's going on, and otherwise, if I'm not orchestrating it, it's a fucking problem. You understand me? I also am bratty. I am bratty. But the difference with my toxic traits is like I'll call out my toxic traits as they're coming out. So like,
and then the way the screen froze, I was like, "Oh, that's ugly."
That's not cool. But no, so yeah, jealousy, bratty, and yeah, that's all I got, quite frankly. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm pretty dope. Like, I'm just gonna call it what it is.
Beyond that, I'm an amazing person.
I'm just the dopest. It might be I have an ego problem, but still, you know, I just feel like I can communicate through a lot of different feelings and emotions. So I try not to have too many toxic traits, but there's some I can't control, and it's the jealousy and that bratty side, 1,000%.
Yeah. When you say bratty, what do you mean by that?
When so if I want you to be around me and you can't, I'm gonna have an attitude, 1,000%, and I'll be like, now I got an attitude. Now
oh wait, that's toxic?
Yeah.
Yeah, because people might have valid reasons.
Unfortunately,
because
I'm a brat too, so I get it. Like I get it honestly though, but I'm just like no, like
and I know it's
what I want when I want it, and then when I don't get what I want when I want it, I have attitude.
Yeah, ooh, that is very good. That's
well,
very
what
good.
is wrong with that? I don't understand.
Wow.
Here
we go.
We can make arguments for it, but it's like a smidgen, like on the toxic scale of things you could be.
On the toxic scale.
It's low.
Pretty low down.
Yeah.
I mean, because who doesn't want what they want when they want it?
Like
you
we're
know,
not
like let's
choking
be honest.
people.
Yeah.
I mean,
like we're not choking people, we're not abusing people. So on the toxic scale, it's very low. But it's
choking is toxic at all. I don't think choking is toxic at all. I don't understand.
I mean, in the right setting.
Oh, okay. I don't understand why we would put that as toxic.
From the back, it's kind of sexy. It is very.
I mean, listen, you choke me at the right time, you have a good time. You choke me at the wrong time, you get stabbed.
Choke me when I'm being bratty. It's a whole situation. We about to.
Brandy, please. I've always wanted to be the person that does that. Brandy, please.
Listen, we can hire you for that.
She just auditioned. Literally just auditioned.
Are they doing voice of Brandy Blaze?
I hate it. I
got a grant now, so I got some money.
Okay, good. Y'all at me. Jill Badu, your toxic traits?
I mean, apparently all of my traits are toxic.
It's Toxiana part 2, clearly.
Like I'm like, what's wrong with that? Like, these are problems I don't understand. I mean, my last therapy session had me feelings because, you know,
I gotta fix my wig. I'll be back.
Wow. Yo.
Oh, Hot Sauce is a real ass nigga. That's why I love her.
Yeah.
That's why I love her.
All right. I'm seeing too much forehead, so I didn't want to just do it on screen because they be yelling at me like, "Stop moving your wig." Yeah, my bad. Sorry, but go ahead.
When I wore wigs, I would take my wig off in front of anybody. I don't give a.
Girl, you should see the after show. It just comes right
after show. Everything comes
off live.
Like it's like
we're done here.
And scene.
Listen, if we crochet, it'd probably be out by the time we off.
If I had on the crochet, I would probably be taking it out on the show. Wow, you know, like that's on the show. Like that's I don't give
strand
a motherfucker.
Hate it.
What are some more of your toxic traits, Joe Badu?
You know, like Brandy said, because she's clearly my spirit animal. Niggas can get cut off for way less. You know what I'm saying? It's not even a thing. Like, apparently I have like daddy issues. So, you know, that plays a part in it. So
like, we're right here, baby.
There's a lot. There's a lot of healing.
I think you might have just called out another toxic trait of mine. That's another thing.
Oh yeah, that's another one of mine too. Daddy issues.
Because I have daddy issues. There's a certain level of respect that I kind of don't have for guys like that. I'm like, fuck out of here, nigga. Like, I'll chump you kind of in a situation, and that's a little toxic.
I've noticed that I'm way nicer to women than I am to men.
1000%.
But I don't consider that toxic. I don't.
Guys, I'm here. I'm here to call us out on our shit. It's toxic, all right. I'm here to call
Mo is the toxic referee, goddammit.
Right.
You guys listen.
I'm gonna call us out.
I like it's all queen, boo, love, what's up, baby. When I'm texting niggas, I'll be like, what you want, nigga?
Fuck you want. Yeah, I'm the same way. Fuck out of here.
Whatever, King. That's all I care about. You taking out your dick or what, nigga? What's up?
Whenever I call a dude King, is mad sarcastic.
Like, yeah.
Hey, King.
King.
I'll let you go off, King. All right. K-A-N-G. Stop it. Get up. Get the fuck out of here, you motherfucker.
Mad childish.
No, I mean, men really do have a way of triggering me in a way that, like, women don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, the amount of things that I'll put up with, you know, from the women in my life, there's virtually nothing that one of my female friends can do that I can't work through.
Are we all just lesbians and subconsciously hate men? Is that literally
so
what it is?
This whole time I've been saying I'm queer, and now all of a sudden you want to acknowledge the fact that
I don't know if I'm ready to acknowledge that.
I mean, I just think you're a hater.
Wow. Hurting my uterus.
Which is fine. That's what y'all do. Haters are gonna hate
on me.
Exactly. Okay, that's what y'all do. Expected.
But no, I think we do. Maybe is it because we're women? We all kind of get each other on a nurturing level. So maybe we do just automatically handle each other with a certain level of care.
Yeah,
it's like
I just don't also have any trauma from women.
True.
Yeah,
that is true.
Like,
that'll
all
do
of
it.
my really serious, like, I've had like issues with women, but like my trauma.
Yeah, it's all from men.
From
it's
men,
these niggas.
Although this last marriage, I'm pretty damn traumatized from
the woman.
Fuck out of here.
Them women's is the worst.
Bitches ain't shit either. No, I'm sorry.
Everybody's terrible. We hate all of you.
Both of y'all ain't shit. All of y'all bitches and niggas ain't shit. Everybody's terrible. Toxic humans. I'm pretty sure that I have a lot too. I just don't know of them.
Wow. And true hot sauce fashion.
No, my toxic trait is that I won't let go. You know, and that shit's toxic to me. I don't know about them.
It is.
But that shit is very toxic to me. I'm a hold on by the chinny chin. Like, I'm a hold on even to the point where they have said, hot sauce, I will not like to be with you. And I'll be like, no.
You're not thinking straight. Stop it.
Stop it. That's your problem. And I'm a sarcastic asshole. And I will respond almost 87% of the time with something sarcastic. You know, and it's not my fault. And I never know how to, like, I gotta get the last word a little bit. Like,
you do.
Yeah,
you do.
It's really
I always gotta be like, yo, just stand down, just shut the fuck up. It's okay. And like,
no, I
feel that too, though, because I'd be like, oh no, I end everything.
I've had a couple of Facebook arguments where niggas have dropped the mic on me, and I'm like, pick that shit up, stupid. We ain't done. You dropping the mic. Where the fuck are you going? Where are you going?
We're done when I say I'm done.
I mean, that goes into my toxic trait. I never know when to let it go. We chat and chat because I know you're dumb. So you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You don't know where the fuck you're going. Sit down and argue with me.
And that's the first thing that dudes will throw in your face, and that's why you single, bitch. And
yeah.
It's like, nigga, you think I don't know?
But that's what I'm saying. I'm only single because your dad is not here. Speaking of dad, and I can't wait to have her on the show.
What just happened?
And I'm not saying no disrespect.
Red Shades.
Red Shades' dad is super hot. My God. Every time she goes like Me and my dad out there like, girl.
That's my sister. Oh my God.
Hide, Brandy. Hide, Brandy.
I think I have every time Red Shades posts her dad, I give her the hard eyes.
Disrespectful.
I give her the hard eyes, and she be like, I know she's probably like, leave my fucking dad alone.
Leave my dad alone.
I can't. I can't.
No comment.
When she comes on the show, I hope that you understand, Shades, that I am going to shoot my shot the whole time.
At your dad.
And the end of the result, my goal is that you will give me your blessing.
I'm trying to be your stepmom.
I won't. I'm sorry.
Red, I love you. I didn't say it right.
I just acknowledged that the man was fine. I'm not gonna disrespect her like that.
I'm just. I'm not. I said
gorgeous.
When you exactly when you see her,
tree is going on over there because
and I'm like,
gorgeous.
Well, if your dad is not single, are you? Like,
Oh, if I can't be your mom, can I be your bae? What type of shit is going on?
I'm channeling
any positions in your
channeling my Jada Pinkett Smith.
Come on, entanglement. Come on.
That little entanglement. That's it. That speaks to my toxic trait too. I ain't got no chills.
Clearly. Shout out to Red Shades. That's my
shout out to her. She's in there.
She's in the comments. Shout out to you, Red Shades.
And she knows it's all love, and I literally would say this to her in her DM.
She says it all the time.
All the time.
This is embarrassing.
Embarrassing. You don't even, girl, bye. You coming out here drunk and shit, talking about this is embarrassing.
Talking about homophobics and stuff.
Them homophobic nouns.
Exactly. Homophobic nouns.
Yo, I can't.
It is so hot in my home.
I knew that this combination was going to be nothing but a shit show. You understand me?
Let me get back to the schedule.
We went completely off the rails.
Do you think that it is your job to teach others how to love you?
Ooh.
Shout out to Jill.
Bring it back in. Come on, Jill, with the question.
Right.
I'm out here.
Brew.
Yo, I think I've only gotten stumped in like two interviews so far.
Really?
Yeah. I never used to get stuck on questions. I used to be like, okay, cool.
Is it your job to teach somebody to love you?
Like,
I gotta blow my nose, guys. I'm just gonna call it what it is.
I think it's like I should teach you the particular ways that I like, but I shouldn't have to teach you how to express and be a good partner. I feel like those are two different things. Like, I shouldn't have to teach you how to be a good partner. I shouldn't have to teach you how to show love, but I can show you the particular ways that I like to receive.
Okay.
But that's different.
That's
having
lit.
to build you up into a good partner. I ain't doing all that. Like, go to hell.
Yeah. That's like the basic relationship characteristics.
I'm not doing that with you.
You should be fine. You should care about my feelings. Yeah.
Like love languages and things like that. And I think that's important to talk about. So I'm really much like I joked earlier that my love language is gifts. It kind of is, but it's really more affirmation. And I think that's okay to like have those conversations, because I also like, if I'm really in love with you, I want to know how you want to be loved too.
Yes.
But I should not have to teach you how to be a good partner. That's where you can fucking miss me.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that with you.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I definitely do think it is our responsibility to teach someone how to love us, specifically for the same exact reasons Brandy was saying. Like, it's like, how else will they know? Nobody's a mind reader. Nobody can figure it out. And every individual is different. So what looks like love to me might not look like love to you. So that love language conversation, I'm glad that they finally put some verbiage to it. So people can start labeling or being able to find ways to explain, this is how I show how I love, or this is how I need to feel loved. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm struggling to get voices out today, y'all. I'm extra raspy.
Girl, you got a whole STD in your throat.
Wow. Did this
tonsillitis?
I get tonsillitis.
You it was.
And she said I got an STD in my throat.
How you get tonsillitis?
From having bad tonsils.
Yeah.
How you get bad tonsils?
We was born with these shit.
The fuck?
Nah, I feel your pain. I have the bad tonsils too. I need to get mine out. I just like I can't now because of COVID. So
yeah,
you can't do what now because of COVID?
I need to get my tonsils out, but I can't now because of COVID. So I'm just kind of stuck with them.
She said,
throat germs, not STD.
y'all are all disrespectful, you know.
Disrespect.
I didn't sign into this.
I didn't
Zoom.
sign up to this bullshit.
To this shit. All
to
right.
this shit today. I would let you give them to Mimo.
Wow. No, you wouldn't, because you're not about that life. I don't know why you keep doing this. Like, why? You're not about that life. It's so cute in theory. It's so cute.
Fuck y'all. Okay. How about you, Jill? Do you have to teach? Should you know?
I'm sorry. I just have to take a pause. Who is Victoria Vegas in this comments? Because she swears she has the key to all these amazing men in Massachusetts that take care of you in life. Who is this woman?
Vicky Vegas will be on Henny and Hotwings soon enough.
Okay, because this is hilarious to me. This shit is.
What she said? She the plug?
She the plug apparently to all the men who's gonna take care of you in life, apparently. And we're just meeting all the wrong people.
Listen,
I don't fucking know.
Unless he's trying to buy me a record label, I ain't trying to hear it.
But when we come in, we are gonna
be able to buy me Bad Boy.
We're gonna put Vicky to the test. That because she does have a lot of great connections and resources, and we are gonna see if somebody could fund the other half of my radio station. Because
so is that what dating is looking for sugar daddies? Is that what we're doing?
I particularly am not against the sugar daddy spiel. I posted a picture on Instagram and I keep getting all of these sugar daddy requests. It's very weird. I have been tempted a couple of times to seek refuge in them. And I'm this close to responding to one of the spam pages that are telling me send me their cash app. So whatever. But yeah, Vicky Vegas is going to be on the show soon enough, and she's going to help us land a sugar daddy.
Well, that's not my goal, but shout out to you, Vicky. That's not my goal in life, but
shout out to you. Gonna bring my notepad to figure it out.
Okay.
We all been out here fucking for free. And I just feel like there comes a time where you need to receive monetary, that sounds like prostitution.
Yeah.
Okay, forget that.
Sounds a lot like prostitution.
We'll iron the definitions and the terms out a little bit later. But Jill Badu, do you feel like it is your job to teach someone how to love you? Let's take any relationship that you've ever been in where you've had to teach them, or did they already come equipped knowing?
I mean, you want my truth, since I'm
being
hella honest tonight.
Yes, we do.
The reality is I usually want motherfuckers to come in knowing what they doing and
make. I'm not doing this with Jill. I'm gonna turn off my mic. I'm fucking doing this with Jill today.
That's the honest to goodness
giving me fucking heartburn.
I want this nigga to be a mind reader. I want him to know exactly what it takes to make me happy. If I have to tell him one too many times what it takes, then I'm off it. So again, it comes down to my poor work ethic, and I want to be better. I want to be, patient. I'll tell you what my love language is, but then it's kind of like, if every day you refuse to speak it, what am I?
Oh no, I agree with that. Yeah.
What am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I also think that it's my responsibility to teach people how to treat me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
How to love me. But like, if I keep tolerating the bullshit,
agree.
I'm basically sending the message that the bullshit is okay with me. And it's so sometimes you got to be really firm and just, put down that iron fist and be like, nigga, I'm out, because you don't know how to treat me.
Now that shouldn't be based on sending a erroneous text message, right?
So this should be a face-to-face conversation. I'm good with a text. I'm good with.
I'm saying,
you know what? This isn't working out for me.
I don't want the bullshit limit to be like, oh, this motherfucker keeps sending me, text with the wrong grammar. So
what's wrong with that though? I'm supposed to put up with that for the rest of my life?
Come on. Who has
you don't
that
have to
kind
put
of
up with that for the
patience?
rest of your life, but do you have the conversation first? Do you at least say?
But the thing is, if you're not doing it, yeah, if you don't know,
15 years ago,
guys,
if you don't know by now, you'll never know. You'll never know.
Wow.
Listen, there's some things I will teach, and grammar ain't one of them.
You know, I mean, I'm not asking y'all to pull out the Hooked on Phonics books. You don't have to do that at all.
You don't got to.
But I think
teach
in
school.
part of saying, this is how to treat me, maybe saying, maybe you should be a little bit more careful with your text messages because it bugs me. The fact that you're just so grammatically
That's
incorrect.
so many words. Like, who
wow.
that, man? Come
So
on.
do you guys believe in ghosting? Like when you say, you know, I don't, you,
Y'all are toxic as fuck, yo.
I feel like I know what it likes to assume that I was ghosted, and it sucks. It really fucking sucks. So I can't necessarily ghost someone.
Anybody.
That's just so mean. It's just such a mean thing. I gotta take my pants off. It's just such a mean thing to do to someone.
I feel like if I ghost you because I know what it's like, it's real intentional.
Exactly.
It's very intentional.
That's not accidental.
It's not me being passive aggressive because like
exactly.
If there's like a little bit of a feeling, I'm gonna at least cuss you out. But
yeah, I want you to know how I feel.
Know, especially because I'm a Virgo, if I know I want to inflict the most amount of pain on you because you really have fucked up that bad, then yeah, I'll do it.
Oh.
I just don't say any words. That's my toxic trait. I really don't like words. I'll say the same thing maybe twice. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a kid who I barely say the same thing to him 2 times because he knows. Like, come on, man. So if as a grown-up, I gotta tell you the same thing over and over again, that makes me really uncomfortable.
It makes me uncomfortable.
It does. It really does make me uncomfortable because like I feel like as a grown-up, you should carry yourself as such. And so if I'm constantly having to be like, hey, be a grown-up, hey, be a grown-up, hey, do this, hey, do that, like that's so motherly. And I don't want to be nobody's mama. I already got a kid that I'm really trying not to mother like that. So it's like, come on, man, let's not do. I don't want to play these games. They're stupid.
But you
done.
And our drink is done.
I mean,
my pet peeve is repeating myself.
I mean,
you heard me to a certain extent.
You heard me. I don't want to repeat myself to anybody, but at the same time, I do believe in, you know, trying to deal with shit. Like just because you don't like if I sign on to be with you and you say, yes, I am signing on to equally be with you, it's fine that I feel this way, but I need to, I don't want to waste nobody's time, and I don't want them to waste my time. If I know that I'm not in it for the long run, either I'm going to take it easy and see where it goes, or I'm just not going to do it because I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's fair to sign on to be with someone and then you just be like, oh, I'm over it, so I'm out. Like, that's not okay. Like, it's just fucking not okay. And I have done it. So I'm not sitting here judging anybody.
I don't even get to the relationship point. That's my problem. I don't even get there.
Exactly. So don't even go there. So if you
you're
agree.
in a relationship, I am going to, I used to be like someone that'd be like, yo, I will Angela Bassett you and set your shit on fire, but I'm not no more. So if we're in a relationship, then yeah, I'm gonna actually break up with you. But I'm like, pre-relationship, it's a situationship. Like, fuck you, block. Like, I'm not doing
I get that. I think there's
I'm not breaking up with you and we're in a situationship. Like,
there's definitely levels. Some people deserve a good ghost. Some people deserve some situations deserve a good ghost. But if I'm serious about you, even to a certain extent, even if it's a situationship that I enjoy, I can't just ghost you. You know what I mean? I still have to be like, this wasn't working for this reason, and you know, hopefully I'll see you next lifetime. You know what I mean?
What has that conversation ever gotten you? I feel like those conversations are so pointless and just futile. Like, what are we talking about? There's nothing left to talk about.
You just don't like words, Jill.
There's no words to be exchanged.
I don't think exactly. So no. That's not the right way. No, not at all.
Not at all.
Because exactly what you just said. If it's done, say your
It's
piece,
done.
and then walk away and never come back. Like it's really simple. Instead of I'm expecting to hear from the person who said that they would be with me. And all of a sudden, because I did something that they didn't like,
You sent
I
the
don't
text
even
message
get the
without the
benefit.
apostrophe.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't even get the benefit of the doubt of you being like, nah, I can't do that. I'm out. That's it. Like, so I'm not sitting there waiting for you.
10 times out of 10,
No.
10 times out of 10, I have had this conversation with you. I'm not completely ridiculous and irrational where I'm over here just stop talking to niggas after I've told them that I need them to put the apostrophe in your, you know what I'm saying? Like, so all I'm saying is I've probably already said it multiple times. So don't make it seem like I'm just out here cutting niggas off without
I mean, that's how you making it seem.
No, I'm not making it seem. What I'm saying to you is I'm not going to keep having the same conversation over and over with the same nigga.
That's fine, but as long as he know, like before that last
This is
time,
my
like
last conversation. I'm done.
not even my last conversation. I already said it to you. You did the deed. It's not like, hey, I think everything is great and we're all fine, and you're like, damn, you don't like my text message? I hate you. I never hear from you again. I just think that it deserves hey, if you don't call me tonight at 12 o'clock, I'm not coming back. That's fine. That means that if I'm the other person that you said that to and I didn't call you by 12 o'clock and I call you the next day and I never heard from you, oh shit, I forgot to call her at 12 o'clock. She's done with me. Not like I'm thinking everything is good and you're like, oh, where did she go? What happened? What I do?
So that's the question, to ghost or not to ghost?
Emotional involvement. Like, I go off my emotional involvement. So, like, yo, if you, like, you could hurt my feelings in a situationship. And I feel like very much if you hurt my feelings for real, I'm going to let you know.
Yes. Because
I feel like you need to know. Because it was fucked up. But, like, if we're talking, like, a couple weeks and you just been getting on my nerves, nigga, block.
No.
Like,
yeah, I agree with
I'm not doing this shit.
Levels. There's levels to the shit.
Right.
1,000%.
Like, if you, and it takes a lot to hurt my feelings. Like, I'm very, like, I could be very closed off. So it takes a lot to hurt my feelings. So if you get to the point where I feel like you genuinely hurt my feelings, I'd be like, yo, I have to tell you that. Because, like, you're not just gonna walk around and think like it was just all, you know,
everything was all good,
cake, my nigga. No, it was bad and you really fucked up.
Yeah.
You know that you fucked up. But like I said, now if you just been getting on my nerves for a couple weeks, like, suck my dick from the back. I'm not telling you nothing. Goodbye. Like,
from the back.
From the back.
That seems like
acrobatic.
The visual of that, like I've said, you know, like if you really think about sucking dick from the back, that is really...
Let me visualize it real quick.
See?
Yeah. That's a lot. That's
strenuous,
but guys ask for it. That's true. You got to have something swinging.
Wait, guys actually ask for you to suck
I've heard
dick
about it. I've heard about
I mean, they ain't asked me, but...
They ain't never said it to me.
But I heard it.
Personally, but I've heard
it. Yeah. My friend had told me before.
Sucking dick from the back?
I guess so.
Amanda,
knows.
Amanda, you saying that?
I think that's what she's saying.
Amanda, what?
I don't know what's happening.
She's like, that is the best.
Can't wait to get her ass on the hot seat. I can't wait.
Oh, you out here sucking dick from the back, huh?
you out here sucking dick from the back. No,
shit. Like I said, you gotta have the right equipment because niggas be like, suck my dick from the back, but be peeing on their balls.
You better preach.
It don't reach. It don't
reach. You are mean.
You better preach.
Why would you say that to somebody? That is
have you heard my music?
Okay. Have you heard of Brandy?
Out of control. I'd be like, ooh, yes, say it again.
I love it.
Let's see.
Oh, okay, so Amanda was not talking about sucking dick from the back.
Oh, what was she talking about?
Oh, Lord.
We're still getting to the back. We're still getting to the root of it, but I think she typed too fast.
Oh my God, guys.
Welcome to Henny and Hotwings, Brandy. Welcome.
I am having a fantastic time.
That is very wonderful. I am so hot. I don't know. Like I feel maybe I'm empathing her drunkenness because I feel drunk too and I had one drink. Is that just me? No?
I mean, I'm completely sober and feel drunk too, but that could be, I might be having a fever. I might have a fever, so
Seem like I'm feverish.
I
You
might
be
actually
feeling
pass
drunk.
out.
I'm actually sweating to pieces, and I'm
As am
slowly
I. As
dying.
am I.
You better lay down on that couch and hold that mic right in front of
You
you.
sit right here. Just,
Yep.
I'm here, y'all. I'm
Rest
here.
it on your chest and just. I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere. I'm still here.
I hate
I'm
you.
still
I
here.
hate your raspy voice. I hate you. I'm still here.
I'm still here. Do you? I mean, should we? I don't think we told her about show and tell.
Oh my God.
I don't.
I'm scared.
I think she's about that life. I think
I
we can try.
ain't got to show like a titty, right?
No, I mean, if
okay.
you want to.
I mean, we're open.
We're open.
We're queer. Yes.
All right. I'm allowing Jill. I don't know if I can allow Hot Sauce to do it too. I'm allowing Jill to do the queer thing, but I can't allow Hot Sauce. Like, she can't even get over texture. Like, stop. Stop
I
it.
just feel like, why do I have to close that door, little boy? Why do I have to, eat vagina to be a bisexual?
That's a little bit of a prerequisite.
She's like, wait, but that's the actual definition.
Like, nobody likes a pillow princess.
I thought we were,
Which is what she is.
I thought we were lit, but okay.
No.
That's out. That's so not 2020. That's
That
so
was like
2008.
1990. That was like 1990, fam.
Everybody's gonna come or nobody's gonna come.
Exactly.
That's how we go.
Facts.
Boom.
Facts.
Everybody or nobody. I don't come, nobody come.
Yeah.
If I ain't coming, ain't nobody coming. Goddamn.
Nobody. We will just lay here.
That's, y'all are not really good partners.
I think it's your problem,
really?
sis. I think
If
it's
I'm
your
doing
problem.
everything else, if I'm sucking your titties, if I'm playing with your butt, if I'm doing all the things,
You
why
don't
do I got
touch the vajayjay?
Right.
Why
You
can't
gotta
I
at
just
least touch
do like
it.
this?
No, bye.
What is that?
What if a man came to you doing that? What if a man came to you doing
What
that?
is this?
I would like it. I'm weird.
No,
What's
you
this, the
wouldn't.
crab?
if
Let me do the crab on your coochie.
I just take it and squeeze it, I think that seems like it would feel good.
That's
I
not
need
a
that
move.
snippet all
That
by
is
itself.
not a
Squeeze it,
move.
squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Hand sanitizer. What the fuck is going on?
Who are you doing that to? It's so weird.
I don't want
Like,
any type
what
of
are you
sex that
doing?
goes squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it,
Exactly.
squeeze it. I don't want any
that one.
sex.
Yeah,
that
no,
does
I
that.
don't want no parts.
I just think that maybe you guys haven't explored all of the fun things that you can do, and you just go straight
Says
for
Vanilla
that,
Ice.
and you don't really
Says
you
Vanilla
don't
Ice
really
herself.
get creative with how you can, please a woman.
You're teaching us how to please
Right.
a woman.
Classes in session. She said first
This
we're gonna
is
learn the crab.
laughable. This is laughable.
First of all,
Yeah.
if you suck a titty, suck a titty, suck a titty, do some of this.
Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze.
I'm gonna pee on myself.
I'm
I
so
think-
done.
I think that y'all are
I'm
just
about
so-
to log off. Good night,
y'all are
guys.
just
Good
so
night.
unopen to stepping outside of your queer boxes that you don't really want to explore all of the fun ways. And I have thought about them.
The pillow princess ways of having sex with women.
Yep.
Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze.
You can do it. You can do it slow.
I don't like it.
You can do
I
it
just-
medium. You
I
can do
don't.
it
No,
fast.
I don't.
And if you sit,
doing that.
if we all sit here and visualize it, do it.
No.
Visualize it. It feels kind of good, even telepathically.
So now you're telepathically
Like
queer.
right now,
Right.
I
So
can.
now it's like I don't even actually
I don't
have
get to touch you, period.
I'm
Right
tweaking it
now,
with my
I just
mom.
I
do
can
this.
sit here and I can do this, and I'm all turning all of you guys on. So I'm also multisexual.
Okay.
Now I gotta go. Now I gotta go.
We're done.
Sorry.
Good night, guys.
All right, you ended the show. Hot sauce. It was great
Oh,
talking.
because when Vanilla Ice come over here and start schooling niggas don't want to be schooled.
What
That's
school
cool.
are we in? What school are we in?
School of reality.
School of
School of
absolutely nuts.
I did such a good job with her. She had to go let one off.
Wow.
Trying
you
to do the
missed-
show with a full bladder was
Wait,
not the
you
move.
missed that she feels like she can telepathically
Oh yeah, now it's not an actual
You have to touch
squeeze;
us.
it's a telepathic squeeze.
Yeah.
To do what? To make us do what?
To
Yeah.
make us hot and get us
And
turned on.
bothered.
And now she's multisexual because she did this
did it
a
to all
couple
of
of
us.
times, and she did it to all of us.
In each little square. That's what I'm doing. You,
Let me
you,
go
and
blow
you.
my nose again. Something. I got to do something.
What is
So
Joseph Banks saying now? And sisters talk, complain, and go to places like Essence Fest thirsty. Talk is cheap. By the way, Miss Hot Sauce is real. She is raunchier. See? Raunchy. Me.
That was raunchy.
It was
man clearly
raunchy.
This is clearly Mr. Eubanks's first episode, because he would know for a fact that you are anti-raunchy. You're literally the least raunchy person we
Probably
know.
the raunchiest tonight.
Lies.
That was pretty raunchy. She
Lies.
had a she.
See? Brandy, this is why I like you, because you're keeping it real. I sat here, turned all of you guys on at the same damn time, and now you and you are trying to play me. That's
Now,
why.
I don't think you
We're
can make
still
nobody
here.
come with the move, but it's a move
ooh,
nonetheless.
Okay.
We're still here.
I just
We're
gotta.
still talking about the crab. That's what it's called
If I
now
came back, this would
forever.
be
It's called the
over.
crab.
Oh, I'm a Cancer. Don't do that.
You got pictures.
So how many of you would volunteer to let Sauce do that move on you?
No, fuck out of here. I'm not doing
Nobody.
this with you.
Wow.
You can keep your crab claw.
I thought that you guys
Mr.
were
Crab.
true friends, and I'm hurt.
Oh, she's like, I thought y'all were my real friends.
You
Yeah,
can keep
and
your Krabby Patties.
Please, the clitoris.
I
For
feel
science.
yes. Let me just do
What's
it.
wrong with y'all?
Yeah.
You're not gonna let hot sauce squeeze your clitoris for science?
Wow.
That's all it would be. It would be for science.
For science, literally. That's what it would literally be.
You guys, okay?
Legit.
Wow. I can't even pleasure you guys anymore. Wow.
The way the ideals are set
Yo,
up,
Sham, don't do that. Brandy sides with everyone. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Do not.
Wow,
Don't try to
Victoria
play
said
me.
she would volunteer to do it to you, though.
Mm.
Y'all better
about
leave
that?
my little cute clit alone.
Oh, but you
Oh.
about that life, but you're queer.
I'm
You're
the
queer.
pleaser.
Okay, stud.
I'm the pleasing. Shit. Y'all can
Now
tell
she's
me
a
better.
touch me not.
Oh, is that a touch me not?
That's a touch me not. That's you.
And those are like, I don't want to be pleasured. I just want to do the pleasing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Touch me not goes well with a pillow princess.
No, because the pillow princess doesn't even want to please the other person. So what are you really doing
Right.
in the bedroom? What are you really doing?
But what is a touch me not doesn't want to be pleased.
No, they don't want to be pleased, but they want to please the other person. You
Yeah,
get it?
so
Right.
I would let the touch me not please me as a pillow.
Oh, so maybe
princess.
that's your perfect match then. Maybe a good old
That is
touch
your
me
perfect
not.
match.
Where do I
Like,
find one of those?
Back in
I don't know, sis.
1990 somewhere. I don't fucking-
Oh, said, yeah, they don't. We don't
They
even
don't
see them
exist.
anymore. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, so I'm back at
I mean,
square
there are
one.
plenty of people who would. I know that there are guys who will like just come over and just want to eat you out, and
all the time.
Shout out to
you don't
that.
want to do anything else.
Not
all
mad.
the
Like that's
time.
a thing.
Yeah,
There's
it
a whole
is.
slew of them out there.
I
I'm here for
love
that.
them.
They're the best.
They
Do
are
you?
oh yeah. I mean,
I don't
after
respect them, but I love them.
I do. I respect them too, because it takes a hell of a man to come over and just be like, yo, I'm gonna please you. I know you need to be pleased, so come through. I'll come through, top you off, and I'll see you later.
Yeah,
That's a real ass nigga now. And
That's-
mine
that's-
got
if
much
he
of a
said it
princess.
that-
That's a
No.
true
If you said
friend.
it like that, I'm with it. But I feel like the ones that I'm with are always like, yeah, I just want to come taste you. And it's like,
I just
oh,
want-
Yeah, it's really
Touch
gross. And you're
Yeah.
like, but I'm dry just even with the
Yeah,
tongue.
I just want to come. You don't got to do nothing. I'm just gonna come eat your ass. Wow.
oh.
You don't want to
Nothing,
talk
sir.
first.
I
You don't
mean,
wanna
I'll
have
be here. I'll be at
conversation.
the house from 9 to 11, but I'm not saying to stop through or anything. You know.
I mean, the door will be open, I guess. I'll be in the bed. But that's weird.
With no
okay.
underwear on, but I mean, still, I'm not
Mm.
saying to come over. I'm not.
You don't have to, but I guess. We'll watch a movie.
I'll oblige and let you do what you need to do, you know. But no, I appreciate them. Again, I don't respect them because usually the ones that do that for me are the ones that are like mad, nasty, and weird about it. So
Yo,
it
I
has
feel
to be
like the
like
ones that are really, really thirsty about it are actually the ones that are usually terrible at head, and you'd be like, "This is why you're giving it away for free."
they're trying to practice.
I don't think that there's any place in the world for somebody who's bad at head. I think
Oh
that
yeah,
that is
no.
a really
Exile.
yeah, that's
exile.
no, that's like, you know, no. You
So
can't
are
be
we
bad at it.
bad kisser, bad head giver? Which one? Choose.
They're both terrible.
Horrendous.
I'd probably
I
deal
don't kiss
more.
people. I just fuck. Like if I kiss you, it's some real shit.
Oh, she a whole pimp. I know that's fucking right.
I fucked with somebody for 5 years and never kissed them.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd they let you do that?
How did they let you do that?
And I went, and you get that once, you never try again.
Wow.
No, I don't do that. I have to
So
actually
is
really like you.
kissing the highest form of intimacy for you?
Yeah.
I do feel
makes
that
sense.
too. I do feel that too.
I'm
Yeah,
a kissing
absolutely.
slut, clearly, but I mean, it's still the highest form of intimacy.
I fuck with you on some level. It doesn't mean like I'm in love or all that extra shit, but I fuck with you on some type of level. Put it like that. Doesn't mean I want to be with you or anything, but I genuinely like, fuck with you and like care about you as a person. Put it like
I got you. For me,
I don't give a fuck.
The energy, like I can't feel the energy unless there's the whole mouth interaction. I don't move.
I think because a good kisser and a good makeout session really sets the tone.
My
like
God.
you can't even put those panties on again after.
No,
those are the ones that you just put in your pocket or your purse. I bought a pair of my panties in my purse just the other day, and I was like, "Wow, I'm out here." But and they wasn't there for like a week, and I was like, "Come on, you gotta stop." But they were mad cute, so I didn't mind if they got.
Did they crust over?
Who said that the other day? What was that? Was that a meme or something? I saw the crust over. That's when they're super wet. You know, like when you literally like
that's
you're doing that work.
Me. Oh my God. Like I can literally come off of kissing. Like it's really that serious. It's that serious. If you're good at, oh my God, if you're good
so
at
maybe
it,
sauce could get you off.
Yep, I can.
Wow. Okay.
Plus a little crab.
Please leave the crab. Leave the crab out of it.
Mo, I'm gonna come turn you out, girl.
It doesn't even sound believable. Just doesn't.
Why be like this?
I'm sorry, I love you, but I just want to believe it, and I can't. I just can't.
I've dealt with some bad kissers, and this is funny because we were talking about that last week with you when you
traumatized.
Put all the slobber on your face. You know, like have any of you guys ever experienced that too? Like people like slobbering all over your face, and your face ends up smelling like a little dog piss. You know?
I never talked to that man again.
Did you say dog
piss? You never did?
Yeah.
Was that toxic for me to ghost the man who kissed me?
No.
There's nothing toxic about that.
I don't deserve that.
No, you don't.
I don't deserve to be kissed like that.
No, I agree.
Come on now.
Bad kissing, whether it's super slobber or a little tight ass mouth. Nigga, open your mouth.
Who is you kissing? A fish? Who is you kissing?
Stop it. Open your mouth. Get in there. What are you closing your little closed ass mouth? Open your mouth. Grow up.
I don't deserve that shit.
No, I agree.
Nobody deserves that.
Deserves ghosting 1000%.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are the things that what are the reasons upon which I'm allowed to ghost the motherfucker for? Because apparently I ghost everybody and it's not appropriate. So
you only can't ghost people that you are in a relationship with or have a connection with, I believe. If you just arbitrary talking to random niggas and you decide that you don't speak to them for a couple of weeks and you hit them up later like, hey, and it's no real anything, but you know, or you don't hit them up. Like, I feel like that's okay. But if you're in a situation with someone and you're in a relationship, you can't just
or working towards that something
or in it and in love and shit like that, then I feel like you just can't go ahead and ghost someone. It's rude.
Okay. That sounds fair.
Okay.
Like, that's fair.
All right, I guess.
Not
Yeah,
saying
that's fair,
it's
that's
fair, but it sounds fair.
If he breathes, ghost him.
If he breathes, ghost him.
Yo,
I mean, advice to live by. Thank you. Thank you.
ghost him. If
He's
he's
alive?
breathing, ghost him.
I'm with
Y'all
that.
are horrible.
You can't ghost a dead nigga.
I just feel like it's weird coming from Jill Badu, who won't let somebody go 3 hours without texting them, and she'll just straight out ghost them.
Yeah, because I think it's inappropriate. The moment that I think that you're dead, you are now dead to me. It's pretty basic.
Go off. Go off.
That's all I got. I ain't even going off. Like
that's it. Mic
That's
drop.
it.
That's
That is
that's,
it.
that's
So-
on
That's
period, fool. You know?
I just want to know though, as a chronic ghoster, right?
Oh, I would never take that title. That's not me. I don't identify as a chronic. I don't identify with that. That's not me.
All right, as a ghoster, we'll say ghoster. Can we say
How
ghoster?
about a frequent ghoster?
No.
See, I just said ghoster. That's it.
I don't receive that.
Oh.
So we'll just say, as somebody who has historically participated in the act of ghosting.
Okay, entanglements. I quit. I fucking quit.
Who has participated in the acts of ghosting?
Okay.
All right, Jada with the words.
Okay.
I'm so done.
I just want to know, as somebody who has ghosted, let's put it that way, right? How are we so harsh on someone that could potentially not even be ghosting, might have an actual reason to be MIA?
What's a good reason? Like
Yeah.
they
Uh-oh. I'm dying to hear this one.
okay, here we go.
mm-hmm,
They
mm-hmm,
were driving home
mm-hmm.
and they got stuck in a ditch. And while they were stuck in the ditch,
Phone
Mhm.
died.
their phone died.
Okay.
And finally, someone pulled over and called a tow truck for them. But the tow truck didn't have a charger,
Mhm.
and the tow truck then fell in the ditch.
I knew it was going. I knew it was going left.
Now it's double time because it's them and the tow truck in the ditch
Everyone's in a ditch, right?
with a dead phone.
Right.
It's in a ditch.
Right.
So and nobody's stopping for the tow truck because they're like, oh, it's a tow truck.
Right.
So I'm not gonna stop. So now they're out there for an extreme amount of time, unable to call you. So
Okay.
So now
Right.
when I finally finish with this fucking traumatic ass ordeal, because me and my tow truck friend is in the
We're now
goddamn
besties.
ditch, you
Mhm.
mad at me because I
Mhm.
didn't have a phone to call you, and you don't give a fuck that I was in the ditch with the tow truck, man.
So listen, if you call me so here's the thing, I'll ghost you, but I won't block you, right? So I
Okay.
know that there are people who are block, trigger happy. I'm not a block.
Okay.
I will actually give you the opportunity, but let me tell you something. When you finally do motherfucking reach out after however many hours, if you don't lead with the ditch on top of the ditch with the tow truck, you're dead to me.
Yeah.
That's it.
What if they didn't want to worry
With that,
you?
like, you literally have to be like, oh my gosh, you'll never believe what happened to me. I was in a ditch, and then the tow truck fell in the same ditch. Like, it's a crazy ditch.
So I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you.
Need a grand, elaborate story as to why
I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you, Jill.
appropriate to go 3 hours without reaching out to me.
What if he said I needed 3 hours of some me time and didn't feel like reaching out? Why?
Excuse me?
Why is that not a problem? Why is that a problem?
¿Qué pasa?
Me time for what? What you need that for?
And you don't see the issue in that, Jill.
I don't. I'm not gonna lie. I really don't. I mean, who needs 3 whole hours of me time? I understand.
I need 24 hours of me time. Sometimes I just don't
Do
want to talk
you?
to no fucking body.
Do you?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that either. I believe that if you're in a relationship, you cannot go a whole day without speaking to someone.
You
that you
can't.
No,
It's
like in a
inappropriate.
relationship.
Okay,
No,
and that was me. This was me. I'm saying you're talking
Really?
about 3 hours though. You're talking about 3.
Oh,
I've
in
been
a day is different.
3
Yeah.
hours. Like,
It
come on.
depends. It depends, right? So, like, there are hours within my day where I may actually be preoccupied for 3 hours. But it is very rare that I'm so preoccupied that if I see you calling me, I can't send you a text and be like, I'll hit you back. Or that I'm preoccupied that I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be like, I'm busy right now, or whatever the case is. Like, ain't nobody ever that.
And on the cell phones, that comes pre-written for you. Or just press one of those fucking things up there. Or customize
have
one.
You had someone that like really like kind of like gaslight you? Because I've dealt with this recently.
Gaslight?
Like, I was super busy and everything was crazy and oh my God, but they were on my Instagram liking all my pictures.
Okay, now I want to fight you. Like, now we got beef.
But then when I'm like, nigga, you could get cut, people are acting like I'm crazy.
You're the problem. Like, you're the problem.
You're not.
Exactly.
I'm not going to call you.
One.
I don't care if you're not even liking all my pictures. I'm not going to call you and I see the little green sign on your Facebook Messenger say that you online and you ain't called me. What the fuck are you doing online?
But like, I really had somebody really try to gaslight me with that and be like, no, I was going through it, blah, 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 blah. But I was like, nigga, you were on my IG, like in my pictures with all my titties is out. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
That busy.
Them is some nice titties in that picture, girl.
I
just wanted to say that.
Thank you.
You can always extra queer tonight. I love it though.
I love you. You can always
so
pat the top of my titties. The top of my titties is always here for you. You can just give it a little pat.
Oh,
I definitely played the bongos on them things. I definitely.
Okay, so why Sham?
My real friends know. I'll be like, here, sis. You can. They got good acoustics.
So why Sham is asking a sincere question. She wants to know, why do we need?
Why Sham ain't answering no damn.
Who set those relationship rules?
Why do we have to speak every day? Who set those?
Yeah, if you're in a relationship with somebody, why do you need to speak every day?
What you mean?
So I get the idea of it. There's just certain people. I think there are people in this world that don't feel the need to communicate with their significant other.
So why are we together? Why are we together?
Wow, I don't think it's that fair to make it that black and white. I think it's different strokes for different folks. I think it's not fair to make it black and white like that.
I think you should be communicating though. Like, if I know, like, yo, I'm about to be in the studio for 2 days. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be out of contact. If we're in a relationship, I'm gonna tell you that.
I agree with that.
I'm not gonna be gone for 2 days, pop up and be like, oh my bad, I was in the studio.
No, I agree with that. I'm not gonna go
up front and be like, babe, I'm out of contact for 2 days. Love you to death. Here's a titty pic. See you in 2 days.
Make sure you get the titty pic in because that's important.
Exactly. That's imperative.
No,
exactly.
And I think that is the biggest thing about the phone call thing. We discussed this last week with Carlos too. And Carlos want to always play like he don't know the issue with it, but he's learning now that he's engaged and shit like that. It's really, really about communication.
Yeah, it's all about communication.
Even if you gotta be out for a week, hey, next week is crazy. I'm gonna be out for a week. I probably won't get to you. I'm gonna try. If I don't feel no type of way about it, I'll hit you back as soon as. It's really about that communication. Let me know what's happening. If you just out of the blue and we talking every day, and you go a motherfucking week without talking to me.
Yeah,
everybody's gonna lose it on that note.
I mean, you're more than dead to me. Everything. You're at this point,
whole situation was a joke. Yeah,
I probably won't block you because I do want you to come back and tell me where the fuck you went because I want to know.
You definitely had the ending to your story.
I was on COVID and I was on a ventilator and I couldn't breathe and that's why I didn't call you and it happened suddenly. You know, that's the only story I would take about why the fuck you were gone for a week. Where the fuck was you at? What was you doing?
But I mean, I also want discharge papers if that's your story.
Facts.
I want you to come. I can show you the papers if you want me to. I
do. I do though. I do want the papers.
Scan them to me. I would like to see what it says.
No, niggas is acting for doctor's notes.
On the notepad. Scan them for me. Because it's almost like that. It's almost like a no call, no show. If you no call, no show to your job the first time, you get a real hard warning. You show it, no show and no call again. You don't have a job. Like, it's as simple as that. Like, treat your relationships not like as a job, but like, come on, common decency, say something, nigga.
And I think if you just genuinely care about somebody, if you genuinely care about somebody and you do actually like them, and I think that's a big piece that a lot of people don't understand. There's a lot of people in relationships that don't even fucking like each other, which is and that's why they can go 24 hours without speaking to one another and think that's supposed to be the norm.
Agreed. But, if you can go 24 hours without reaching out to me, you don't like me like that. That's that story. That's how I interpret that.
I agree, but or
you don't like me.
Or at least tell me something or say, you know, I'm sorry, babe, I'm not going to be available for the next 24 hours. I'm not going to, something to kind of give me
Who's
a
not
precursor.
available for 24 whole hours, though?
There are people out here with very busy lives.
I wish Sam would behave. Y'all don't trust your partner that. No, I don't.
I don't.
Wow. Okay, that's a
It's
problem.
not even a trust issue for me.
It's
like
not.
I be caring.
That's a problem.
You're not gonna tell me you was in the hospital for COVID for a week.
No, I get that. I get that.
Hell no.
I just be caring.
Yeah, but I mean, to answer your question, there are people who do live, and even if they don't have a crazy life, and I know me specifically, there might be times where I just want to check out. I really just need to check out. Yeah. And I'll tell you ahead of time.
But see, that's the point. Yeah.
I'm not going to
tell you like, yo, I need a day or two, especially because I deal with depression and anxiety.
Exactly.
So sometimes I do need that space to like really recharge and be okay. But I'm always gonna, if we're in a relationship, I'm gonna tell you that. And if we're in a relationship, you know I deal with depression, and you know that like when I get really depressed, I do need space. And but so it's not a surprise that I'm telling you that, and I expect kind of like you to support that, but I would never just be like gone for days and then just like pop back
and came back like, oh, I just needed a break.
Nigga, my fault. Like, no.
Hey, I'm back. I was depressed. I'm not no more. What?
What?
No. I mean, have you guys been in a relationship with somebody who does suffer from like a mental health issue?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
How have you dealt with it? Because I know that, like, you know, the way that depression manifests itself, like, legit shit gets really dark. And so like, how do you navigate that when you care about the person but they legit be needing their time and space? How do you navigate that?
I mean, at least for me, like, I'm always like, I try to be really honest, not even just like with a partner, but like even with my friends sometimes, and just be like, yo, I'm not here right now. Like, I'm in a very, very dark space. I just need time to process that. I'm okay. I'm safe. Like, I don't live alone. I live with my family. So, and like, you know, we share a house. So it's not like anything where people would have to be super, super worried. Like, oh my God, like she's alone and super, super depressed. Like, do we need to do a wellness check on her? Like, I'm not alone. Okay. But like, I sometimes just really do need that space, because it's like, you're just so stuck. Like, depression is like being stuck like in a tar pit, and you just get so sucked down that no one can really pull you up. And it's like, people that have never suffered with depression, it's like they mean well. And it's like, it comes from a genuine, beautiful place. But I know how mine's manifest is that I really just need my time to be sad and just cry. And like, and I don't like to cry in front of people. So I really need space for that. And like, to really just process and just go through it. And I just, if someone is my partner, like, I just need them to know, like, yo, I'm gonna let you know, listen, I'm gonna take a day or two. I'm okay. I'm fine. And I'm gonna get back with you. But I need that space, because it's really important for me to like, I don't deal with, as of right now, I don't deal with my depression through medication. I have in the past, but I don't right now. Yeah. So the best thing for me to do is to go through it.
Yeah.
And I really can't go through it with anybody else. I kind of have to go through it alone, and then I come back and I'm okay.
That's so, I have been in a relationship with someone who had a lot of trauma and had a lot of depression. And that shit legitimately is I don't want to say crazy, but like that's the only way that I can really describe it, and not in a negative crazy way, but like to watch that person literally deteriorate every time they are triggered by who knows what, whether it be drinking, whether it be a night of partying, whether it be, you know, a spat that me and him had. It was really sad to watch, because on one hand you're like, yo, I don't know if I want to deal with this shit. And on the other hand, like, I'm a Black person, I'm a Black woman, I want to heal and stuff like that. So I'm going to show this person that I'm here. And at the end of the day, it starts to take a toll on you, because you're like, I don't want this to get so out of hand that maybe the last person he talked to is me, as he go throw himself off of a fucking bridge or something. And I'm like, yo, I got to be here. I got to be here, and I got to witness this, and I got to be in this like abusive, like in not hitting or anything like that, but like mentally abusive environment, as I watch them deteriorate and try to take that out on me, and not allow me to safe space them, you know? So like, that's really just a very scary thing to watch. And I want, again, toxic trait, I don't let go. And I felt like I couldn't let go because of the fact that I needed to be there. At the end of the day, it came to a point where I was just like, my nigga, you gotta heal. You got work to do before you're even available to let somebody even safe space for you. Like,
that's our job though. When you deal with a mental illness and when you live with a mental illness, it's really our jobs to learn how to manage them, because it's not our partner's job to manage that for us, because it's traumatizing and it's triggering to our partners, and it's not fair. Like, so that's how I know. Listen,
she did a wig adjustment and almost showed it.
It just keep falling back. I should have put the thing on top.
She's so
I'm almost looking, you know. I mean,
you're
over
so
too
aggy, yo. But no, you're speaking 100% true. I was just about to say the same thing. Like, my marriage, both of us, between me dealing with anxiety, depression, my wife was dealing with bipolar and depression. Like, it was a lot, and I recognized it and wanted to do the work for myself to figure out, okay, how can I function in society? But my spouse at the time wasn't about that life. She wanted to do more projecting and draining, and it's like ultimately the difference is what caused us to kind of go our separate ways, because it's like, I'm trying to do the work so that I don't put my shit on you.
Yeah.
I can't continuously take on your shit too, though. Like, it's too much. It's way too much. But in that same aspect that we have to be mature enough to recognize, because a lot of times depression doesn't look exactly how people think it looks. It can come out as anger. It could deflection. A lot of people will pick fights with you and be depressed, and that you have no
motivation, all of the things.
Yeah, all types of things. So it's like, it's just a matter of you, first of all, being mature enough to recognize if your partner is even dealing with any type of mental illness. And if you are a person that you can recognize within yourself, then you know you have the responsibility of learning how to maintain it. It's not your partner's job.
Like, when you're dealing with a mental illness, it's like, yo, you have to, it's like someone that deals with like a chronic physical illness. You're going to go to the doctor and you're going to find ways to manage it. Like, we have to do the same things. Like, we have to go to therapy and we have to learn ways to manage it. And now it's like, you know, I'm at a point where I know when it's coming. So then it's very easy for me to, I know I need space, because I'm not of that. If I'm in a relationship, I don't want my partner to feel like they have to heal me. Because this is like a chronic condition and I'm never going to get rid of it. So but I know what I need to get through it. So I'm now at a place where I know when it's coming. So then it's very easy. It's easier for me now to be like, yo, it's about to happen. And I need that space. I love you to death, but I need my space right now. And you know, I might be able in a space where I could check in, but I might not be in a space where I can check in. But I know I'm at a point where I could be like, I know this depressive episode is about to happen, and I know that I need my space, and I know I need to go through it, and then I can be okay.
That's real. And that's pretty much the bottom line to dealing with mental health. Is being able to know where you can get the help, seeking the help, doing the work, and communicating to your partner or whatever. Like, I just need some goddamn time. I just need some time, and this is what I'm going through. This is what these girls have been trying to teach me every single week, like, just to say upfront what your needs are. And start acting like, you know, like, if I tell somebody I need some time, that they're gonna leave me. Okay, if you leave, bitch,
if you leave me, then this wasn't for you.
Exactly.
This wasn't for you.
Absolutely. We're gonna leave it on that note, because I think that was a very powerful note to leave on about taking care of your mental health. Final words, and where we can find you guys on social media.
Y'all know you gotta give me time, because I gotta get my one-liner together. Give me time.
My final thoughts, I would say, are, you know, lead with your crazy. You know, don't shy away from showing people who you really are. If they're gonna love you, they're gonna love you. If they're gonna leave you, they're gonna leave you. So those are my final thoughts. And you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Jill_Badu. Namaste.
The namaste at the end. Namaste. All right, Miss Brandy.
Okay, I have two final thoughts. One, if you're a fuck nigga, be open about being a fuck nigga, as I am.
As I am.
Two, Black woman is God. Always bet on Black women.
Come You better
And
preach.
you guys can find me at Brandy Blaze on everything. And I'm on all streaming services, but I spell it Brandie, Blaze. And I love y'all.
We
And
love you
what
too,
what do
Brandy.
you have coming up? Anything coming up? Anything great? Anything
She's
that
in
we should
album
be
mode right now.
taking
Yeah,
care of?
album, so get ready for 2021 because it's about to be a problem.
I can't wait. I cannot wait.
There was a
And I guess
flying insect trying to kill me. Sorry.
Okay, so you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter under Ms. Mophila, MZMOPHILA. And you can follow my podcast, Let's Get Naked. Once I get my vocal cords back together, you'll get some more episodes on all streaming platforms as well. And my final thought, it's only right that I get you a quotable, right?
Yeah.
I'm not the type of bitch you can tame, okay? That's how I got my name. Are you mad, nigga? Charge it to the game, bitch. Fuck out of here. All right.
Brandy Blaze. See, I had to come in with the vocal. Brandy
Hey,
Blaze.
your audition has gone amazing. Hot
There we
sauce.
go. Look at that. Right on.
Look at that, landing
So what's
jobs.
happening?
That means that every time you now have a performance, I have to start.
I'm here for it.
Amanda will introduce you. I'll come over, drop the Brandy Blaze, and then you can proceed.
Okay, I'm here for it.
I want you to say Brandy next time. Not Brandy.
Brandy
That's my name now. It has big B.
Brandy Blaze. Final words. Ain't got none. Just let me please you.
Oh boy. Oh boy. We're back here.
Anytime I see any y'all in the streets, if you see this, that means I'm mentally.
Is this like our gang sign now?
I guess now we're gang.
Because we're mentally masturbating.
She's mentally turning.
This is how you know
on.
she don't masturbate, because don't nobody masturbate.
Nobody masturbates like this. Nobody.
Wow, so
Everybody knows.
Y'all
Everybody
are
knows.
really gonna sit here and play me. That's cool. Follow me, Miss Hot Sauce to you across all social media, and follow Henny and Hotwings. Come watch us live each and every Friday at 9 p.m. on Facebook Live. You can follow
Shout
us.
out to everybody in the comments. I'm sorry, really quickly.
For
Shout out
real.
to the comments have been more on fire tonight than ever.
They've legit had their own show.
Whole
in
conversation.
The
They
comments.
won't forget us. They
Legit.
forgot about
I
us.
love
But
it.
shout out to y'all. I'm sorry. Go ahead with the spiel, sis.
Yeah, definitely. Y'all know who y'all. They've been just going the whole time.
Crazy.
But yeah, follow Henny and Hotwings
I'm
across
scared
our
to go
social
look.
media. They are out of control, like legitimately, completely out. Sham is on total punishment. Sham, Vicky Vegas,
Everybody ban her.
and
Ban 'em
Joseph.
Yes,
Y'all
ban
are all
them.
banned. The rest of y'all can stay, especially my daughter, Red Shades.
Wow. Yo.
She's so
On that
disrespectful.
note, good night, everybody.
Okay, for real.
Book her, Mo, because I gotta apologize in real life.
Yes, we gotta get Red Shades up here, man. This is crazy.
But yeah, follow Henny and Hotwings across all social media platforms. That's on Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud. The shows are now available all on YouTube. So if you guys actually want to see them instead of hearing them only, you can go watch it on YouTube. You get this full entire show in all its entirety. We don't edit shit. We just put this raw content out there because that's what we're doing. With that said, people, we are officially out of here. Brandy, thank you so much for coming through. It's been a long time coming.
Thank you for having me.
And
It's
you
long
were a
time
dream.
coming.
And as usual, like when we circle back around, we'll see how you were doing. Check out your new album.
Yes.
And you guys can hear her playing on Spark FM Online. She is literally in rotation because that's what we do over there.
That's how we do it.
CEO. Thank you.
Everybody, with that said, we are officially out of here.
Peace.
All right.
Boom.